Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
The following is an exclusive sports presentation of KRDR, Classic Hits 105.7 FM, a member of the Blue Sky Media Radio Network.
Good afternoon, Ranger Nation, and welcome to Alva, Oklahoma. We reside at the Dean Linder Press Box high above Ranger Field for Week 4 action featuring your Northwestern Rangers and Southeastern Oklahoma State University. As always, for your Ranger football broadcast, I'm Matt Adair, and I'll be joined in the booth shortly by color commentator extraordinaire and travel coordinator for the Ranger sports broadcasting team, Dustin Goodnow. We'll take an opening timeout and be back to kick things off. Our pregame show starts right after this. You're listening to the Ranger Sports Network right here on 105.7.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
To prevent medication from getting into the wrong hands, it is crucial to store it out of sight and out of the reach of children and visitors. In addition, it is important to dispose of unwanted, expired, and unused medications in a safe manner. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org, or call 988 Oklahoma's Mental Health Lifeline. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Do you need assistance taking care of yourself or a loved one? Beatles Nursing Home in Alva is here for you. We offer safe, high-quality, affordable nursing care while meeting all care guidelines for living. Call us at 580-327-1274 to learn more about our admissions process to place your loved one in our care. When it's time to choose a nursing home facility, we'll hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
With football season in full swing, Holder Drug wants to remind you we have everything you need for your tailgate on Fridays for Goldbugs and Saturdays for Ranger football. You can also gear up for the games this fall with all new Alva and Northwestern apparel for you or other members of the family. With fall right around the corner, Holder Drug has options for your fall decor for your home. Stop by and see our new selection. As always, free delivery for your medications or prescriptions. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Hello, Goldbugs and Rangers. I'm Kai Flater with Great Plains Land Company. I wanted to offer you my professional assistance in helping you sell your largest asset, your land. I have all the tools and resources in place to list, market, and sell your property for the most value possible. You can reach me at 580-430-7005. Go Goldbugs and ride Rangers Ride.
Welcome back live to the Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show here at Ranger Field in Alva, Oklahoma. Northwestern and Southeastern going to duke it out here in Week 4. A conference matchup between two squads, both 1-2 on the season. Let's welcome to the broadcast our color commentator, the Dustin Goodnow. Dustin, I hope this is a fantastic game. You guys called a doozy down there in Bethany against Southern Nazarene last week. Let's see if the old broadcast luck of Dustin Goodnow can bring us another great game 2 weeks in a row.
Well, let's hope so. And again, thank you to Jesse Klein for helping out a week ago with that win in Bethany. And, you know, this is a big matchup for the Rangers today. Obviously getting to be back here at home. We've got the next 2 weeks at home Big weekend this weekend with Family Day, so you expect a big crowd, and, of course, homecoming next Saturday. So, again, an opportunity here to maybe get a couple of victories here at home. And coming in, Southeastern team that has struggled a bit this season, same record. So I look for this one to be a very competitive ball game for 60 minutes today, Matt.
Let's certainly hope so. Like you said, Southeastern, a very good squad, so this will be a little bit of a challenge for the Rangers here on Family Day at Northwestern Oklahoma State University. Weather update, let's talk about what the skies are going to look like for today's game. Right now, partly cloudy. It's 87 degrees. Temperature today ranged from about 58 to 88. We're expecting a game time temperature of about 86. As Dustin, we have finally hit that part of the year where we start to significantly see a cool down once the sun gets down.
Yes, we have, and it's funny because, I leave on a recruitment trip tomorrow to go to Lamar, Colorado. It's going to be 91 degrees when I get to Lamar. Oh. It's going to be nicer here than it is going to Colorado when it should be nicer there, but you're absolutely right. We're going to finally get into that fall weather that we've been expecting and we've been kind of waiting on for a while, so it should make for a beautiful night of football.
Chris Rualt sits right next door to me, just shut the window between us. I guess he's tired of the pregame show already. He's giddy with anticipation, if you will.
We just started and we already lost a listener.
There we go, right? Well, let's take a look at the series history between these two teams. Now, Northwestern and Southeastern have a long and well-established series, if you will. If you take the notes from what the Rangers have given us, this will be the 15th meeting between these two teams dating back to 2006. Southeastern leads the series since 06, 12-2. They are currently on a 7-straight game win streak dating all the way back to 2015 was the last time the Rangers beat Southeastern. That was back in the days of Reed Miller and Zach Doyle, and I know some of those Ranger fans out there listening, those are two names that will pop up immediately on your radar. That was a wonderful Rangers team to get to watch. But, Dustin, the overall series history goes way deeper than that. In fact, the overall series, 50 wins for Southeastern, 30 wins for Northwestern, one tie in a series that dates all the way back to 1914 was the first time these two teams played each other. What an incredible history between them. Over 80 games played. I believe this will actually be the 82nd matchup in this series. That is a long, long-running series. In fact, I believe the Southeastern game notes say this is the second longest series of any team that they play. Only East Central has more games against Southeastern than Northwestern.
Yeah, you look at the first overall matchup, you mentioned 1914. Northwestern was known as Northwestern Normal at the time. Again, a lot of these is Northwestern Oklahoma State. Did not start until 1946. Until that point, before that, at the Alva Teachers College. Again, so we've gone through some name changes, but and then you look at 4 of the last 5 matchups have been dominated by Southeastern. Again, winning 41-2 a year ago, 44-7, 43-10 in 2021. That was close in 2019, lost by 9, and then blown out again, 37-9. I don't expect it's going to be that type of game, though, again here this afternoon.
I wouldn't think so. It'll be the second time that Ronnie Jones has been the coach for a Ranger football team playing Southeastern. The first time that the Jerry Glanville will get to see the Southeastern Storm live and in person, if you will. So a lot of changes on the Northwestern side of the ball. Also an update on the Southeastern side of the ball. Returning to the job as the head coach, Bo Atterbury is their head man in his second stint at Southeastern. Left the program for a few years, and then last year made his way back, was renamed as the head coach. And Coach Atterbury, very well respected in the Great American Conference, a solid football coach. He gets a lot out of this Savage Storm team.
Yeah, he's 39-31. I think 6-1 against Northwestern. So he's had a lot of success. I think he's won 80 games or more in his entire time as being a head coach before he took the job at Southeastern. So a veteran guy and a very good football coach for Southeastern.
Certainly looks like it is going to be a good one. But this is not the only game that will take place across the Great American Conference, as all of our teams will be hooking it up once again. And that leads us to what's going to be coming up for you guys out of this upcoming commercial break. And that will be the Great American Conference Rewind. Well, they will take a look at the games that were played a week ago, including that big victory for Northwestern Oklahoma State University against Southern Nazarene, and some highlights from the other games that took place across the conference, and then a preview of the games to be played today. We'll take a break here in the Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show. When we get back, it's the GAC Rewind. You'll listen to it all right here on the Ranger Sports Network.
Northwestern football is back in full swing, and just like the Rangers, Bank Central is here to help you score a touchdown. We offer multiple services to help you score on your own financial goals. Head to the end zone with Bank Central. Stop by 604 Flynn Street or call 580-327-1122. Our qualified professionals are available in Alva, Cherokee, Enid, and Woodward. Certain fees and restrictions may apply or other terms and conditions may apply. Member FDIC. And as always, Ride Rangers Ride.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads in Enid, Oklahoma create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the gear, we do the rest. Downtown Threads handles all the payments and cuts. The website is closed. Call today at 580-237-7060. That's 237-7060. Downtown Threads proudly supports Alva High School and Northwestern Oklahoma State University. The great thing about being a farmer is that your business is growing every day, not without a lot of hard work though. That's where Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma comes in. We offer competitive rates on loans for ag equipment, ag real estate, or a line of credit. And our decisions are made locally. We take the time to get to know you by name, so you can keep the growing going. You'll find our service and commitment as dependable as a sunrise. Talk to one of our ag banking specialists by phone or stop by a branch today. Here to help you grow. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing opportunity lender. Online at farmcreditloans.com.
Do you have a heart of compassion for people who find themselves in tough situations? Hope Pregnancy Center of Northwest Oklahoma is now open in Alva and is currently hiring an assistant. We'd love to have you join our team. Please call Charity Lyon at 580-327-9091 for more information or visit obhc.org/employment for a job description and employment application.
A home is what you make it, and G&G Home Furnishings in Alva wants to help you make it great. Right now is our customer appreciation sale. New accessories, new sofa sets, and sectionals from Ashley are available right now. Also, since it's our customer appreciation sale, we want to help you out by offering discounts on mattresses and recliners if you bring in a past receipt. So hurry in today and take advantage of our customer appreciation sale. You can browse online or stop by in person at 2107 College Boulevard right here in Alva.
Harding picked up its third straight win to open the season, beating UAM 63-3. Running back Andrew Miller led the way for the Bison's offense with 78 yards and 2 touchdowns on only 6 carries. Junior defensive back Ty Duggar secured 2 interceptions in the game, returning 1 for 43 yards and a touchdown. Arkansas Monticello's junior running back Tyler Reed had 73 yards on 17 carries. Here's the call of Duggar's pick 6 as called by Billy Morgan on the Harding Sports Network.
And at the 41, they convert on 3rd down and 14. And now the pass picked off on the sideline by Ty Duggar, and it'll be returned for 6. Inside the 10-5, touchdown Harding. Ty Duggar stepped in front of the pass at the 40-yard line and then returned it down the sideline for a touchdown. His second interception on the evening, and that one goes for 6. And the Bisons now lead 20-0. With 5:39 remaining here in the first quarter.
Ouachita defeated SAU 25-20 in its first trip to Magnolia since 2013. Tiger quarterback Eli Livingston finished with 133 yards passing, 120 rushing yards, and 2 total touchdowns. Kendall Givens rushed for 68 yards and a touchdown, and Bo Baker caught a touchdown pass. Defensive back Pierce Smalley caught a tipped pass for an interception, and Jax Miller led the Tiger defense with 11 tackles. For the Mule Riders, quarterback Judd Barton put up 237 yards of total offense and 2 total touchdowns. Dawson Scott led the way on defense with 11 tackles, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. Here's the call of Livingston's rushing touchdown that gave Ouachita a 2-score lead late in the fourth quarter from Rex Nelson on the Ouachita Football Network.
Given, set to the right of his quarterback, tight end in motion. Eli Livingston back in, drops back, going to run it himself. Livingston to the 2, Livingston to the 1, to the land of milk. Touchdown, Eli Livingston. Touchdown, Ouachita.
Henderson State defeated Arkansas Tech 27-12, driven by Jeremiah Davis's 158 yards rushing and 3 touchdowns. The Ready defense was highlighted by Colby Crawford's interception return for a touchdown that sealed the deal late. Despite the loss, Arkansas Tech's Ethan Everson threw for 237 yards and a touchdown, helping keep the game close. Jaron Stewart also made a significant impact defensively for Tech, recording 12 tackles and a forced fumble. Here's Blake Smith of the Ready Sports Network with the call of the Ready defense sealing the game late with this pick 6. Southwestern Oklahoma State pulled out a 19-3 win over the East Central Tigers in Ada, snapping the program's 13-game losing streak. Kai Coons was Mr. Do-It-All for the Bulldogs at quarterback as he threw for 129 yards to go with 106 yards rushing and 2 total touchdowns. Leek Robertson led all receivers on the night with 11 catches for 114 yards. Desmond Green spearheaded the defensive attack with 2 interceptions and 4 tackles. For East Central, Chase Faber was a bright spot as he tallied 17 total tackles. Here's the call of a Coons touchdown run from Mike Wright of Wright Radio.
Ball at the 44-yard line of East Central. First down for the Bulldogs. They go back to the ground game and a big hole down the right sideline. Kai Coons, and Coons is going to take it to the end zone for a Bulldog touchdown. Kai Coons keeps it around the right side, and he legs out a touchdown run of 44 yards for your SWASU Bulldogs.
Southeastern Oklahoma State secured a 29-10 victory over Oklahoma Baptist, led by D.J. Brown's 116 yards rushing and 1 touchdown. Jonathan Cobb Jr. contributed with 78 yards on the ground, while Michael Hookfin scored a crucial touchdown for the Savage Storm, recovering an incomplete backwards pass in the end zone to give Southeastern a 2-possession lead. Despite the loss, Oklahoma Baptist Kenny Rosenthal was 8 for 16 passing and had a 13-yard touchdown run. Defensively for the Bison, Brandon Spencer recorded 13 tackles and had a 37-yard interception return. Here's the call of the Southeastern recovery of that backwards pass in the end zone from Jay Lindley of the Southeastern Sports Network.
Rosenthal in a offset eye out of the pistol, fires left side. That pass behind the receiver. Hookfin jumps on it. Is it a lateral? Is it a lateral? It is! Hookfin recovers for the score. The lateral results in points off turnovers. Hookfin has his first career touchdown, and Southeastern in front 20-10.
Northwestern Oklahoma State got its first win of the season at Southern Nazarene 14-7. Sophomore quarterback Brody Johnson was 13 for 17 passing for 135 yards and 2 touchdowns. Chase Davidson was his favorite target of the night, hauling in 3 receptions for 76 yards and a touchdown. Southern Nazarene quarterback Rashid Noel had over 200 yards of total offense to go along with the lone score of the night for the Crimson Storm. Yet the stout Ranger defense, led by Austin Vincent with 8 tackles and 1.5 tackles for loss, held the Crimson Storm at bay. Here's the call of the second and eventual game-winning touchdown for the Rangers, as called by Dustin Goodnow of Blue Sky Media and Classic Hits 105.7.
1st and 10 from the 24. Johnson from the gun takes the snap, play action, throws the screen out to left. Pass is caught by Davidson, has down the sidelines, now cuts back to the middle of the field, inside the 10 to the 5, into the end zone, touchdown Rangers. And that was Chase Davidson who took it in 24 yards out on the screen play.
This week in the Great American Conference, all games on Saturday for the first time this season. 6 p.m. kickoffs, including Southern Nazarene at SWASU, Southern Arkansas at Arkansas Tech, UAM at Ouachita, Southeastern at Northwestern, and East Central at Oklahoma Baptist. The lone 7 p.m. is a top 25 matchup between Henderson State and Harding in Searcy. This has been the Week 3 GAC Rewind.
Peak Environment provides leading lawn care services in Northwest Oklahoma with branches at Alva, Enid, and Woodward. When it comes to lawn care, Peak Environment has you covered all year long with quality, affordable services, including weed control, full-service mowing, and Christmas light installation, plus much more. Call Peak Environment today at 580-748-8003 to learn more and schedule your free quote on any service. That's 580-748-8003, proud supporter of all Ranger and Goldbug athletics.
Since 2004, customers in Alva, Oklahoma have trusted K&S Tire for all their automotive needs. With over 40 years of experience in the business, we offer top quality replacement tires and outstanding vehicle service repairs. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, our skilled technicians have covered you. Drive with confidence and let us keep your vehicle running smoothly. Visit us at knstire.com or come by at 2590 College Boulevard here in Alva, Oklahoma. K&S Tire, where experience meets excellence.
The Tacoma Farmers Co-op is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug activities since 1916. They have been here to serve you with all your farming and ranching needs with a wide range of goods and services from fuel, hardware, fencing, tires, feed and seed, plus fertilizer. They're here to meet your needs. Choose to trade with a co-op that gives its profits back to you. To learn about the Tacoma Co-op Advantage, stop by one of 5 locations in Moreland, Freedom, Winoka, Jet, and Tacoma, or visit them at tacomacoop.com and get a better service at a better place.
Why be a Ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our graduating student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Success lives here.
Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at deangallauction.com to browse available listings. Talk to Dean, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
And the Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show rolls on. 25 minutes away from kickoff, I'm Matt Adair, joined by Dustin Goodnow. Let's start to take a look at a little bit of the in-depth info behind this matchup of Northwestern and Southeastern Oklahoma State University. Dustin, they just got done previewing the competitions across the Great American Conference, and of course, this one we'll lead off with because it's the game in front of us. It's always a good place to start, right?
That's exactly right.
Well, right now in the series, if you start to look at top performers, so Northwestern 1-2 coming into this game, coming off a win last week against Southern Nazarene University. Southeastern also 1-2 in conference, and they picked up a win last week as well. In fact, it was an exciting one against Oklahoma Baptist as Southeastern takes that win 29-10. Now, both teams lost to start the season in their first two games. Southwestern went down to Southern Arkansas 36-31 and then lost to Henderson State 34-17. They were really competitive in that Southern Arkansas game, though. That was a good mark for the Savage Storm, and I think maybe something that they look to build on. Not quite as impressive against Henderson State, who really held their offense back, allowing them just 17 points, but then followed it up with another good win against Oklahoma Baptist a week ago. They look to be in pretty good shape, Dustin. To me, they strike me as a run-heavy team. They've had some quarterback issues. Their starter went down. They've been going with the backup, a young man named Sergio Perez, who seems to run the offense very effectively, but they are really headlined with a very talented running back named DJ Brown, who already on this season has picked up 241 rushing yards, has a touchdown to his credit, averages over 80 yards a game. Compare that to Northwestern. Our leading rusher right now, Darian Gill, just 90 yards on the season, hasn't gotten into the end zone yet, just a 30-yard per game average, but both of these teams will use a slate of running backs.
They will, and again, you mentioned it, Southeastern has a stable of them. You and I had a chance to go back and review the game against Oklahoma Baptist. We know all about DJ Brown. Ryan Hurt, who was in street clothes a week ago, he was listed on the two deep. We'll see if he's back. We look at another guy, Jason Nagu, saw action a week ago against Oklahoma Baptist. We could see him if Hurt can't go. But the one guy who could end up being a shining star for this team, just a redshirt freshman out of Prosper, Texas, is Donovan Shannon. You and I were both impressed with him a week ago. Expect to see a heavy dose, I think, of that stable of running backs, because another guy that we saw go down was one of their top receivers in Caleb Whitley. He was carried off on a stretcher. We hope he's doing okay after the game a week ago. We don't know if we're going to see him, but we know that Gabe Corona kind of seems to be the favorite target for Sergio Perez. At least a week ago he was.
Yeah, and they have got some real threats in that receiver game also. Dustin, one of the guys we'll talk about, I'm sure, later. But if you just look at him on the measurements, he goes 6 feet 7 inches tall. That's a hard guy to miss out there on the field.
It is. And you're talking about Kobe Jennings, 6'7", 191 junior. Did not play last season for Southeastern. He comes in with 6 catches, 117 yards, and a touchdown, and anxious to see how the Ranger defense kind of does, defending him, because that's going to be a tough matchup when you look at our cornerbacks going at 5'11" and 6'1". You're giving up 6-7 inches to a guy like Kobe Jennings.
Yeah, and just looking at him, Jennings looks to be extremely athletic. Looks like a guy that can get up in the air. That may definitely present a challenge. The Rangers lost their first 2 games as well. We fell to Arkansas Monticello, of course, in Monticello. 34-7 was the score in that one. And then Ouachita Baptist, who looks to be on track this season, came down to Ranger Field and did a job on the Rangers, taking away a 56-2 win against Northwestern. However, that game very, very close in the first half. In fact, we thought we were going to get to the halftime locker room trailing 14-2, and on the last drive of the first quarter, Ouachita was able to punch one in. They took a 21-2 lead into the locker room. But Northwestern was in that game through the first half. Now, the second half was all Ouachita. They opened up with a 100-yard kick return, and it kind of went downhill from there for Northwestern, but probably one of the better halves we've put together against Ouachita in quite some time. So there are definitely bright spots on this Ranger team, and especially on this Ranger defense. Offensively, Northwestern has not been stellar as of this point in the season. In fact, coming into this game, the Rangers average just 7.7 points per game. Northwestern has scored 23 total points in 3 games. Excuse me, got a little choked up talking about that. That hurts. The Savage Storm offense, on the other hand, a little bit better. They average 25.7 points a game and have really kind of found a way to get points on the board in each of their 3 games.
They have, and the Rangers, going back a week ago, the defense was outstanding in the win against Southern Nazarene, and the offense looked like it kind of got more comfortable with Brody Johnson as that game rolled along. You had a lot of turnovers and punts to start that one, and then the Rangers really took control in the second quarter, scoring those 14 points, only allowing 7, but that's been probably the biggest bright spot, I think, for the Rangers since Coach Glanville has taken over the defense. They've been outstanding at times this season. They've been a little bit gassed from having to be out on the field a lot. It's going to help with it cooling off, not going to be as hot for those first few weeks of the season, but anxious to see how their defense matches up, or our defense matches up with their running game. And again, for them defensively, we saw them a week ago against Oklahoma Baptist run a lot of 3-man fronts on the 2 deep, but showing a 4-man front, so we'll see if that's a change today. And if the Rangers can get any kind of a ground game outside of Brody Johnson, we saw him run it 15 times a week ago. I think you got to get Darian Gill and Jashawn Foster involved in this offense, but you can't forget about those receivers as well.
No, and I think the short to intermediate pass game seemed to be incredibly successful against Southern Nazarene University. Let's hope that carried over into this week's playbook. As you go down and look at the stats for both teams, most of the statistics are going to lean in favor of the Savage Storm. Scoring defense, how many points does your defense give up per game? Right now, the Rangers average giving up 32 points a game. The Savage Storm just 27 points a game. Rushing yards per game, the Rangers average only about 54 yards on the ground per game, 134 for the Savage Storm. Defense giving up 166 rush yards a game for the Rangers. The Savage Storm holding teams to 145. Neither one of those tremendously strong stats, but again, favoring Southeastern just a bit. Pass yardage per game, the Rangers average 132 pass yards a game. The Savage Storm 177. The defense for the Rangers, the backfield gives up about 220 yards through the air. Southeastern a little more suspect. They give up 250 yards through the air. Third downs is going to be a big part of this game, I feel like. Offensively, the Rangers converting on about 23% of their third downs throughout the season. Southeastern converting on 36% of theirs. Defensively, the Rangers allowing 42% of third downs to be converted against them. The Savage Storm only giving up 32% of third downs. In the red zone, the Rangers are 50% on the year. Southeastern is 88% on the year. Punting, I think the Rangers have an advantage there for sure as far as punts, because we have got a phenomenal punter. So look to give Northwestern an edge in the punt game. And then in the turnover game, the Rangers come into this contest +4, Southeastern just +2. They have lost 4 turnovers, gained 6. The Rangers have lost 4 but gained 8. That's been a bright spot for the Ranger defense. We are really doing good in the turnover margin category.
They are. They've had forced 4 interceptions, 3 fumble recoveries already to this point in the season. And then what you saw a week ago, Rangers went from 1 sack now to 7 when their bet puts them 5th in the Great American Conference. They sacked Southern Nazarene 6 times a week ago. I think you're going to need, maybe not 6 today, but you're going to need kind of a similar effort.
I agree. Let's get into the Pick'em contest as we take a look at some of the other games across the Great American Conference. Of course, Southeastern is here to play Northwestern today. We obviously won't pick that game because we're about to call it. Monticello is going to be on the road to Ouachita Baptist. Of course, Ouachita 3-0 on the season. Monticello 2-1, but I just don't think Monticello's got enough firepower to take down Ouachita. I'm going to go with the Tigers.
Yeah, Ouachita for me as well.
East Central will be on the road playing against Oklahoma Baptist, who has struggled since a Week 1 loss to Monticello in overtime. That was a 43-41 contest. And Oklahoma Baptist has not been able to fire up the scoreboard to that extent in the 2 games since. They are 0-3 on the season. So is East Central. Somebody gets win number 1 this week. Dustin, who you taking?
I got Oklahoma Baptist at home this week. East Central was really bad offensively a week ago, only scoring 3 points at home against Southwestern, so I'll take OBU.
I'm taking OBU as well. Big note on the Baptist lineup, though. We're hearing that linebacker Scooter Baker, who may be the best linebacker in the Great American Conference, is going to miss the remainder of the season with a bad knee injury that took place against Southeastern in that OBU loss last week. But I don't know if that was quite enough. East Central just hasn't been on par yet this season. I think Baptist can get their first win today. Southern Nazarene will be on the road. They're 0-3 going into Weatherford to take on Southwestern, who is 1-2. The Bulldogs showed some real life, picking up win number 1 last week. That could be a tight game. Originally, I thought Southern Nazarene would have the edge there. I am going to go ahead and pick them, but my heart tells me the Bulldogs may just win that one.
I think Southwestern does, and of course I pick them, and the reason I do that because they lose most of the time when I pick them, so I'll take Southwestern.
So there we have it. Dustin taking the Bulldogs. I'm going to stick with the Crimson Storm on a bounce-back victory after the Rangers handed them a loss last week. Southern Arkansas will be on the road at Arkansas Tech. Both of those teams 2-1. Two good teams in Arkansas, but not really top 3 caliber. They're kind of middle of the pack. Southern Arkansas, to me, looks to be a little bit more balanced. I'm taking the Mule Riders to win against Arkansas Tech.
I'm with you. I like Southern Arkansas offensively and defensively, and Tech, again, with that tough loss a week ago, hard to bounce back from that. I like SAU.
Well, and in a game that's really not who's going to win, but the bigger question is by how much, as Henderson State goes into the buzzsaw at Harding. I don't think the Bison stumble this week. They take care of Henderson State, and it's probably a big score they put up.
It is, and as good as Andrew Edwards is in that offense, struggled a week ago, they'll probably be better this week, but, I don't know how much better. They're going to have to be really, really good to win that game, and I don't think they will. I like Harding.
So there you have it, your matchups across the Great American Conference. We'll take another commercial break here, the Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show. When we get back, it'll be time to hit our player spotlight and talk about Northwestern's Gear Up segment. Excited for both of those. You'll hear it all right here on the Ranger Sports Network.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019. Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's Chicken Fried Steak, Don's Hamburger Steak, and Joe's Chicken Tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
PNC Meats and Chisholm Trail Meats are proud supporters of Ranger football. We have opened our state-of-the-art processing facility in Enid and are now booking appointments for custom and USDA-inspected processing of your animals. Developed with the local ranchers' best interest in mind, to make sure the animals you raised are processed with care. Book with us by calling 580-271-MEAT, 580-271-6328, or go to www.chisholmtrailmeat.com. Ride Rangers Ride.
The Alva Moose Lodge is a proud supporter of all Northwestern and Alva public school activities and strives to be the heart of the community through fundraisers and community-based events that make a difference in the lives of individuals, kids, and families throughout Northwest Oklahoma. On a national basis, the Moose Fraternity provides at-risk children with a second chance at life and its senior members a comforting retirement at its 5-star senior facility in Florida. If you would like to see how you can help make a difference in the lives of those in need, stop by the Alva Moose Lodge Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at 302 7th Street to learn more.
At Ignite Physical Therapy, we assist in the therapy of many different aspects, such as advanced problem solving, joint mobilization, treatment of adverse neural tension, evaluation and treatment of muscle imbalance, tissue-specific exercise, and patient education. Dr. Jared Hayda and staff want to get you back to the life that you had before your injury. They have helped so many through rehabilitation, and they can do the same for you. Stop by and see the staff at Ignite Physical Therapy on 520 Flynn Street or make an appointment by calling 580-327-3331.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads in Enid, Oklahoma create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the gear, we do the rest. Downtown Threads handles all the payments and cuts you one check when the website is closed. Call today at 580-237-7060. That's 237-7060. Downtown Threads proudly supports Alva High School and Northwestern Oklahoma State University.
Welcome back to the Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show. I want to thank our sponsors this afternoon, help make each one of our broadcasts possible. Our pregame show brought to you by Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction. Our keys to the game, G&G Home Furnishings. Downtown Threads, our Gear Up segment. Peak Environment, our player spotlight. 818, home of our coaches show. Alva State Bank, NWOSU Substance Abuse and Opioid Abuse Prevention. Holder Drug, Community Bank, Beatles Nursing Home, Bank Central National, Great Plains Land Company, Kai Flater, Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, Croft Chevrolet, Hope Pregnancy Center, Tacoma Farmers Co-op, K&S Tire, and Northwestern Oklahoma State. Also, the Nitram Company, sponsor of our halftime show, Ignite Physical Therapy, our media timeouts, game statistical sponsor, Alva Moose Lodge, K&K Body Works, Northwest Electric, our offense and defensive player of the game, and our post-game show brought to you by McDermott Insurance. Again, appreciate each one of those businesses for being a part of our Ranger broadcast throughout the 2024-25 season. We'll take another break, come back. When we come back, we'll have the player spotlight, our starting lineups, our keys to the game, and our Gear Up segment. Right after this, it's Northwestern football brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network 105.7.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
K&K Body Works, our goal is to make our auto body services as convenient and stress-free for our customers as possible. From minor repairs to major auto body work, we do every job with the highest level of professionalism. We have the team and the technology to address a variety of auto body needs in today's ever-changing market. So come on by today and get your free estimate at K&K Body Works, located at 301 Flynn Street, right here in Alva.
This year, Northwest Electric of Alva celebrates 50 years of being in business. So if you need electrical work done at your home, farm, or business, Northwest Electric is your local and friendly contractor for all your electrical needs. Daryl, Scott, and the crew are fully qualified electricians with over 70 years of combined electrical experience. From new lighting options and troubleshooting to new construction remodeling of your home or business, Northwest Electric is here to serve you beyond the call of duty. Northwest Electric is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug Athletics. Northwest Electric, where we don't want all the business, just yours.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
A home is what you make it, and G&G Home Furnishings in Alva wants to help you make it great. Right now is our customer appreciation sale. New accessories, new sofa sets, and sectionals from Ashley are available right now. Also, since it's our customer appreciation sale, we want to help you out by offering discounts on mattresses and recliners if you bring in a past receipt. So hurry in today and take advantage of our customer appreciation sale. You can browse online or stop by in person at 2107 College Boulevard right here in Alva.
Welcome back to the Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show, live from Ranger Field in Alva, Oklahoma. Northwestern preparing to take on Southeastern Oklahoma State University. The Savage Storm in town here at Family Day at Northwestern Oklahoma State University. A lot of activity going on up in the tiers. You can see the game day kind of cookout going on up there as people are starting to file in for this one, about 7 minutes away from kickoff. Dustin, let's turn our attention to our player spotlight. Trying to figure out on my player spotlight who it was that I was going for. Can't figure out or can't find my notes, so we'll just wing it. Player spotlight, of course, brought to you by some great folks down there at Peak Environment. Connor Martin and the guys do such a good job. We love having them as a sponsor for our player spotlight. I'll start with the Rangers offensively. We made a change last week at the quarterback position. Brody Johnson really did a good job, not only in the pass game, but Dustin, he rushed 15 times. You and me have talked off the air about Brody, a tough runner, but does not like to slide, at least as of right now. Makes everybody up here a little bit nervous, but I think he's going to be a big key for the Rangers.
No, I think it's a good pick. And for me, for Southeastern, my Peak Environment player spotlight, I think you have to go with DJ Brown, the 5'11", 200-pound junior running back, second team All-Great American Conference a year ago. Nearly 250 yards so far this season and a touchdown. He's averaging over 80 yards a game, had 16 carries, 79 yards, and 3 touchdowns against the Rangers in that 41-2 win a year ago. So I got to go with DJ Brown.
On the defensive side of the ball for the Rangers, a guy that we have talked about a lot, but we have not spotlighted him yet. I'm going to go ahead and do it this week because Southeastern comes in heavily dependent on the run game. I think today the defense will key on what Colby Tillman gets done. Colby Tillman, the 6'1", 236-pound graduate player from Bixby, Oklahoma. He's the middle linebacker for this Rangers squad. Originally was recruited to play for the University of Oklahoma. He was a fullback, bounced around a bit, ended up here at Northwestern as the middle linebacker. 34 tackles on the season, 7 tackles for loss, a sack and a half to his credit. 5 quarterback hurries and 1 pass breakup. Colby Tillman has been all over the field and been in such a big role. We just haven't had a chance to spotlight him yet this season, but I think this game will be a big one for Colby Tillman. So there we have it, your player spotlight. Dustin, let's go over to you. What do you think? Colby Tillman going to be important today, right?
Oh, I think so, no question. He's been able to pretty much find the football every time, whether it's a run or a pass. He always seems to have a nose for that football.
Certainly does. Big guy and big number 44 is who you're going to be looking for if you are watching this game. Let's take a look at our starting lineups today. Starting lineups, of course, are brought to us by the Ranger Sports Network. Across the defensive line for the Rangers, it's going to be Bashu Delco and Ben Heidebrecht as your 2 safeties. Corners today, Isaiah Kellum and Cameron Lee. They've done a great job this year. Linebacking core to include Ken Irving, Colby Tillman, and Wilson Cal. Of course, those are 3 names that we hope to be saying often today. And then anchoring the front line defensively for the Rangers, Rayshawn Callahan, Kingston Leota, Mufta Ajili, and Derek Moreland. And, of course, Mufta, a big addition to that Ranger front line, looking for good things out of him and Kingston Leota on that interior today.
For Southeastern offensively, starting with their receivers, we got Caleb Whibley. It's probably going to be Andre Williams, Kobe Jennings, Gabe Corona, got to keep an eye on their leading receiver, the tight end Matt Nunez. Left to right across the offensive line, Wrigley Kennedy, Trace Tidwell, Trenton Jones, Malik Culp, and Dorian Maple. 3 of those guys, again, with experience from a year ago. Starting at quarterback, again, we believe will be Sergio Perez, the redshirt sophomore out of Rowlett, Texas, transfer from University of South Dakota. And the running back, of course, number 20, DJ Brown. That's, again, the starters offensively for Southeastern.
All right, across the line for the Rangers on the offensive side of the ball, wide receiver Royal Kyle. On the opposite side, Travis Romar. Those will be your 2 big wideouts out there. Tight end Mark Zamora and slot wide receiver Chancellor Gill will round out the passing crew. Across the front line, you've got left tackle Josh Crook, Ruben Garcia at left guard, Jesus Laura at the center, Apollo Taylor as the right guard, and freshman Stetson Page as the right tackle. Brody Johnson will be your quarterback, one of our spotlight players, and Darian Gill will be your starting running back for the Rangers.
Well, starting defense for Southeastern, the 2 safeties will be Ty Williams and Trey Martin. The 2 cornerbacks, Cole McKnight and Michael Hookfin. Linebackers, Vernon Grant, Braden Winters, Jalen Hughes. The defensive line, a talented one, probably the strength of this defense, Dylan Seabach, Fred Hardy, Jordan Hood, and Caleb Jackson. The starting defense for the Savage Storm is coin toss has happened. The only thing we got left is our keys to the game.
And let's jump right into that. The G&G Home Furnishings keys to the game. Dustin, I'll start it off for the Rangers. It is going to be all about controlling or at least limiting the running attack of the Savage Storm. I think that starts out with your defensive line, and, of course, your linebacking crew has got to fill gaps today. DJ Brown is an explosive and dangerous running back. If Northwestern can limit what he can do, I think it could be a good day for the Rangers.
I think you're right. I think that's going to be key number 1. And for me, something we talked about Wednesday with Coach Jones was taking advantage of turnovers. Rangers did not do that a week ago, did not score on either one. I don't think they scored on a whole lot of them this year. But if the Rangers are able to pick up turnovers, they've got to punch it in after those.
Certainly do. So there you have it, your G&G Home Furnishings keys to the game. We'll take a quick break and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football right here on 105.7, 106.1.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hello, Gold Bugs and Rangers. I'm Kai Flater with Great Plains Land Company. I wanted to offer you my professional assistance in helping you sell your largest asset, your land. I have all the tools and resources in place to list, market, and sell your property for the most value possible. You can reach me at 580-430-7005. Go Gold Bugs and ride Rangers Ride.
Welcome back live to Ranger Football. The Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction pregame show comes to a close. It is kickoff time here for the Ranger Nation. Southeastern won the toss and deferred, so the Rangers will take the ball first. The Savage Storm kicking from left to right across your radio dial. Dustin, our Gear Up segment today, the Rangers out in red jerseys, red uniforms, white numbers, white pants, white helmets that say Rangers on one side and I believe have the Ranger logo on the other. A sharp outfit today on the field as they really pop against that gorgeous turf here at Ranger Field.
Yeah, Southeastern again in the white tops with the blue pants and that gold. Again, the white helmet. Looks like that Savage Storm logo on the side. Again, that's the Gear Up, brought to you by Downtown Threads.
Julian Jackson, Jameek Johnson back deep to return for the Rangers as Southeastern puts the ball in the air, high end over end kick, fielded in the end zone by Julian Jackson. He'll come out right side across the 10, breaks a tackle at the 20 to the 25 before he is finally rolled up. And Julian Jackson, just an arm tackle that got him, and he is hopping around, knows that if he could have got through that one, there was some daylight in front of him. And the Rangers will have decent field position to take over on their first offensive series of the game.
Yeah, again, that's a nice look from Jackson. He didn't get a whole lot of opportunities really the last few weeks. Again, they've done a pretty good job as far as kickoff coverage against us, but nice to see him get loose and get almost to the 30.
Very dangerous return man is Julian Jackson. So here we go. Brody Johnson leads his group out onto the field. Darian Gill will be the halfback to his left. 3 wideouts, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side. Rangers will work in the direction of the locker room / baseball field, headed toward the scoreboard at Ranger Field. Sun to their back. Opening play will be a handoff to Gill. Finds a hole around the outside as he goes to the far side of the field and will scramble forward shy of the 35, but a good first down run for the Rangers.
It is. That's a nice pickup and a good call on first down. You know, going right to that running game with Gill, and like to see him bounce it outside instead of trying to go in between the tackles and use that speed, and he did there, picking up 5, maybe 6.
Rangers have been so much more successful when they attack the edges in the running game with the speed in our backfield. Second down now, and we'll call it 4 to go for the Rangers. Johnson again out of the gun, same formation. Drops back once to throw far sideline. Had a receiver, it was Royal Kyle, but looked like Kyle slipped as Johnson rocketed one to the sideline.
Well, and he did. Johnson that time, I think, got rid of it a little too quick. He wasn't facing a whole lot of pressure really at all, and you see Southeastern continuing what we saw a week ago, that 3-man front look.
So they roll out one of their biggest defensive linemen. Headed to the sideline was Jordan Hood, 6 foot tall, 344-pounder. They will go with a 3-man front, slide the outside backers down. So they look like 5 across the front line here. Play clock down to 10. Rangers still signing in the play. They're going to have to find the hurry-up button. Play clock down to 7 as they want to go 4 wide outs to the near side, empty to the far side. Johnson out of the shotgun, handles the snap, drops back, pressure coming. Brody Johnson steps up, escapes, now running right, cuts inside at the 35, across the 40, breaks a tackle, and he's going to be down just shy of midfield. Flag comes out, and that is generally where we would see a holding penalty call.
And I think you're right. You saw the Savage Storm player being held. He kind of was throwing his arms up and making a scene there on the field, and you knew that one was coming.
Worst thing is, I think that was just a little bit behind the play. I thought Brody had already gotten into the defensive secondary when you saw that start to happen. So the Rangers, an unforced error, will back themselves up 10 yards, and instead of having a first down near midfield, they will instead face a 3rd down and what looks to be 14. Ball is going to be moved all the way back to the 24-yard line. They will need to get it to the 38 in Ranger territory to convert here. 3rd down and 14 coming up. Darian Gill to the right of Johnson, wide receiver stacked 2 and 2. Snap back to Johnson, delay handoff to Gill, arm tackle, and Darian Gill goes down. There was a hole there, but he couldn't get the big paw off of him. They caught him right in the middle of the chest and drug him down, and that will bring the punt team out as the Rangers go 3 and out.
Yeah, and that's the big defensive end that made that play. Dylan Seabach, we're going to talk a lot about him today. We told you that their defensive line is kind of their strength. He's a transfer from Northeastern State. And again, he's already got 3 tackles for a loss, 11 tackles, and a sack this season, and made another one there.
Matthew Sabady on to punt the ball away. Looks like
Williams for the Storm.
Back deep will be Andre Williams. Snap back to Sabady, no pressure. Gets off a wobbling punt. Uh-oh, that one off the side of the foot and headed out of bounds. Not a good punt for Sabady, and that is something we rarely have to say.
Yeah, Sabady came in averaging over 42 yards a punt, had a long of 62, but not his best effort there. As Southeastern, boy, this is what you don't want to see. You're going to throw your defense out there facing a short field, as Southeastern's going to have it 1st and 10 at the 40, the Northwestern 40.
So Southeastern to start on the plus 40. Savage Storm in a long huddle at the sideline. Play clock has not started yet as the Savage Storm make their way out onto the field.
And it is Sergio Perez getting the start.
Number 12, 6 foot tall, 229-pound redshirt sophomore out of Rowlett, Texas, transfer from the University of South Dakota, will be the signal caller for the Storm. 3 wide receivers here, handoff DJ Brown, and he is hit right at the line of scrimmage and dropped. He got a yard, if anything, as the Ranger defense closed quickly. Or excuse me, that was Cobb, not DJ Brown.
Another one of those running backs, Matt, we saw a week ago that, again, he's not on the 2 deep, but it's interesting seeing him getting the call early instead of DJ Brown.
Same formation for the Storm. Perez will be out of the gun. A couple of hard counts. Nobody jumped, and now he'll look to the sideline. Play clock down to 15 seconds. 3 wideouts as the snap goes back to Perez. Wants to throw, finds an open receiver at the 35-yard line. Got it right in the seam on the hash, and he will rumble down to the 30, Asa Robertson.
Well, and if that name's familiar, it should be. He's a transfer from Southern Nazarene. Hadn't caught a ball. That is his first catch of the season.
He was wide open, found a nice pocket in that zone defense of the Rangers. Nobody around him, but Northwestern able to close quickly. However, a pickup of 8 will bring up just 3rd down and 1. Cobb still the running back. Expect to see a big dose of the run play here as they will pitch to Cobb, headed to the outside, and Colby Tillman brings him down at or behind the line. I think that might go as a tackle for loss, and they will back him up just a bit. Now 4th and 2 for the Savage Storm, and Colby Tillman ringing in with a big one right there.
Yeah, that's a big play from Tillman hitting Cobb, and I think you're right, Matt. I think he lost about a half a yard on that play, and this is kind of in that spot where you really don't have, you know, the decision here is pretty much made for you're going to have to go for it, and we saw this a week ago with 3 running backs back there.
8th tackle for loss for Colby Tillman. Running backs to either side of Perez. Quarterback keeper stumbles through the first wave of defenders. Northwestern able to get a hand on him, but they could not bring him down, and it looked like that was a wildcat play. DJ Brown was actually the quarterback right there. And Dustin, you're right, we did see that a couple of times on film against Oklahoma Baptist in short yardage situations. They put all 3 of the running backs in the backfield and run a very successful wildcat.
Yeah, and you'll see a lot of times DJ Brown will keep that. He'll also hand it off to Jonathan Cobb or one of those other running backs.
Good enough for a Savage Storm. 1st down inside the 30, ball at the 28. Snap back to Perez, staring down a receiver on the far sideline. It's the Southern Nazarene transfer once again who picks up another one. Asa Robertson will be tackled after a short gain. Flag on the play.
Yeah, we got a late flag thrown over at the 27-yard line on the far side of the field.
This could easily be a sideline warning. Southeastern pointing that it's going to be against the Rangers, though. Maybe a late hit out of bounds.
Whitecap's got the call. We'll see if we can't pick it up here.
After the play, personal foul, defense, number 11.
Oh, that one on Wilson Cowell must have been a hit out of bounds. They feel like Asa Robertson had gotten out of bounds, whistle blew it, and Wilson Cowell finished the tackle. can't really tell you what I saw over there. It was a big pile of humanity, but whatever it was, enough to bring the flag. So Southeastern now first down and 10 inside the red zone. Snap back to Perez. Quick throw near side, and it's dropped. That one aimed for the big target, Jennings, and just couldn't bring it in. 6'7". If he'd have been 5'3", he'd have had that ball.
I was going to say, with a guy at 6'7", you can't throw that one down at his knees or his ankle. You got to put that one up high for him.
There is a zip code worth of difference between his face mask and his knees. It couldn't get down fast enough to pick that ball up off the turf. They did get that pass forward, though, so it wasn't a fumble, just an incompletion. Second down and 10. Man in motion for Southeastern. Snap back to Perez, handoff to Cobb, and he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. So far, the Ranger defense not bending much in the run game, as Cobb will go down after a short loss. That'll be the second tackle for loss for the Ranger defense in this first offensive series for Southeastern.
You know, it's interesting, Matt. We've only seen DJ Brown in on the one run to convert on fourth down. The leading receiver, Gabe Corona, we haven't seen him out on the field, so far either on this first drive.
Perez again out of the shotgun. 3 wide outs to his left, 1 to his right. That is the big man. Snap back to Perez, looking left, pressure coming, throws across the middle. It is incomplete as Asa Robinson has managed to put himself in primary position in this game plan. He was open again, and that one got him in the hands, just couldn't reel it in.
Yeah, dropped that one right over the middle. I don't know that he clearly wasn't going to get the first down. May have gotten Dylan Cox a little bit closer, though.
In for the apparent field goal, number 35, Dylan Cox.
So Southeastern will set up for a field goal. They will kick it at the 20, which makes it a 30-yard attempt. Field goal's on the way. He missed it left, pulled it, and that's going to be no good. The Ranger offense stymies the Savage Storm, and we remain tied at 0 on the scoreboard. This will be a media timeout. This timeout brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva, Oklahoma.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
Well, for the Savage Storm, they have now 3 rushing yards on 4 rushing attempts, 12 receiving yards, 15 penalty yards. The missed field goal will give the ball back to the Rangers. Brody Johnson with 4 wideouts and 1 man in the backfield. He will give it to Gill, who tries to attack between the tackles, and that play is going absolutely nowhere as a wall of Southeastern defenders awaited Gill at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and again, that defensive line is very big, especially on the inside when you've got, I think that was Jordan Hood who made the play, but he and Fred Hardy go 344 and 324.
Travis Romar, Jameek Johnson split wide to the near side of the field, 2 wideouts to the far side. Gill in the backfield. Southeastern showing blitz on the long snap count from Brody Johnson. Rangers will look to the sideline as they will sign in the rest of the play. Play clock down to 10. Northwestern, plenty of time. Johnson resets everybody. 3 down linemen for Southeastern. Snap back to Johnson. Wants to pass. Pocket holds up. Brody fires near far sideline. Leaping catch made by Mark Zamora. And that's a big one that the tight end reeled in over there on the Savage Storm sideline.
He did. That's a good throw from Brody Johnson. That's a long throw too, Matt, and he put it really where only his guy could get it. And Mark Zamora goes up and makes a tremendous grab, his 9th catch of the year.
Rangers again, 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Gill still in the backfield, 1st and 10. Ball is at the 34-yard line. Give will be to Darian Gill trying to sweep to the far sideline, and the Savage Stormer in the backfield. That is Brandon Winters, the linebacker, who just came through unmolested able to catch Darian Gill right at the point that he got the ball.
Yeah, Braden Winters just shot right through past the line on that blitz and then able to get Darian Gill before he gets going. And that's another tackle for loss for Winters this season. He's got over 3.5.
O-line has got to get a hand on Winters coming through as Southeastern with just those 3 defensive linemen will run linebacker blitzes at you. 2 wide receivers left, 2 right as Johnson takes the snap, drops back, wants to throw, pocket closing. Brody is wrapped up and taken to the ground, and back-to-back big defensive plays for the Savage Storm. Josh Horlick, the defensive lineman, in on the stop that time. He'll get credit for a sack, and the Rangers are facing 3rd and long.
Yeah, Horlick's first sack of the year, is we're going to see them sub out their defensive line, or at least a couple of them. And Horlick, that's what you don't want to see is against a 3-man front, and they get pressure on their quarterback and get there quickly.
Rangers literally 1 step forward on a big first down catch from Mark Zamora, and then 2 steps back as negative plays have backed the Rangers up into a 3rd and 18 situation. Ball is now at the 26-yard line. They've got to get all the way to the 44. Snap back, loads up, throws, looking near side. Royal Kyle has room, made the grab, out of bounds, no flag down.
No, I think Brody Johnson thought he had a free play that Southeastern had jumped, and that's why he threw it down the field like that. But the officials, as you said, did not throw a flag.
I thought that they were going to throw a flag on that. Rangers all looking at the officials, kind of the hands out like, hey, what's the deal?
Let's hope Sabady gets off a better punt than he did last time.
Certainly need him to be able to flip the field here as Andre Williams will again be back deep. Ball is at the 26-yard line. Sabady will boot it away from around the 15 as he takes the snap. No pressure coming. High spiraling punt from Sabady. That is going to be fielded, fair caught at the 39-yard line in Southeastern territory.
And again, this is going to be back-to-back drive for the Savage Storm. We're going to start with good, solid field position. Started at the Ranger 40, this one again at their own 39. And the defense going to be, again, asked to defend a shorter field.
That is good field position for the Savage Storm. Worth noting, it's their worst field position of the day so far.
Well, and now here comes, you see DJ Brown and Gabe Corona come back out. We didn't see them much again on the first series.
So the Savage Storm offense rolls back out. Sergio Perez will be out of the gun. Trip wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. DJ Brown, the running back in tow this time. Man across the formation is going to be Matt Nunez. Snap back on the run, and the Rangers are there. Colby Tillman, big stop once again, and Tillman now has 2 tackles for loss in the game as he was all over that play in the Savage Storm backfield.
Yeah, Tillman again was right there, coming up, making that hit, dropping DJ Brown. Another play from behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, right now, Colby Tillman doing a terrific job against the Southeastern run game.
I think Colby Tillman is going to find himself in the mix for some linebacker awards by the end of this season. Just a phenomenal talent. 2nd down and 15 for the Savage Storm after they back up 5. Snap back, Perez, quick throw, complete, far side of the field at the 40. Receiver is chased out of bounds at the 45. It was Victor Taylor who picked it up. First time we've called his name today, and it will be exactly the 45-yard line. That was a big pickup. 10 yards on 2nd down brings up 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, Victor Taylor getting the start today instead of Caleb Whitley. Yet he wasn't on the 2 deep, but he does have, that was his 4th catch of the season, coming in with over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown.
We'll change that 3rd down and 4 as they only need the 49 to convert, but a big 3rd down play here for the Rangers. Savage Storm tight formation. 2 wing backs. Perez in the gun. 1 man behind him is DJ Brown, and that is where they will go with it. Brown with a small hole, stutter stepping, evades a tackle, and then tries to back up. He will be swarmed under, and the Rangers have another tackle for loss as they take DJ Brown down behind the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up 4th down as Southeastern rolls the punt unit out onto the field.
Yeah, a little bit too much dancing that time from DJ Brown, and that's a good play from Rayshawn Callahan is the one that forced him to go back inside, and ultimately it was Cameron Lee who come up and made the hit and play. And they have a good punter too, Jackson Nally.
Chancellor Gill will be back to return his punt for the Rangers. He's going to have his heels on the 10-yard line. Snap back, pressure coming from the Rangers. Punt is away. High wobbling punt. Making its way downfield, will bounce at the 15-yard line and roll out of bounds at about the 12 or 13, and that's where the Rangers will take over. Right now, Southeastern winning the field position battle.
Yeah, that's now 7 punts inside the 20 from Jackson Nally. As it looks like we're going to media timeout brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. 5:01 to go, first quarter, no score. This is Northwestern football brought to you by Holder Drug right here on the Ranger Sports Network.
With football season in full swing, Holder Drug wants to remind you we have everything you need for your tailgate on Fridays for Goldbugs and Saturdays for Ranger football. You can also gear up for the games this fall with all new Alva and Northwestern apparel for you or other members of the family. With fall right around the corner, Holder Drug has options for your fall decor for your home. Stop by and see our new selection. As always, free delivery for your medications or prescriptions. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Peak Environment provides leading lawn care services in Northwest Oklahoma with branches at Alva, Enid, and Woodward. When it comes to lawn care, Peak Environment has you covered all year long with quality, affordable services, including weed control, full-service mowing, and Christmas light installation, plus much more. Call Peak Environment today at 580-748-8003 to learn more and schedule your free quote on any service. That's 580-748-8003. Proud supporter of all Ranger and Goldbug athletics.
Cross Chevrolet.
Out of the timeout and back to action. 5:01 left to go in quarter number one. Scoreboard all knotted up at 0 as the two teams have just kind of played the field position game, but Southeastern has the advantage right now as the Rangers are backed up again, 1st and 10 from their own 13 after a great punt from Southeastern. Johnson out of the gun. He will throw quickly to the near sideline, and that is picked off. That one was a play read like a book by Southeastern, and Michael Hookfin, the very talented cornerback, got that one and ran untouched into the end zone. Dustin, you couldn't have drawn that up better for Southeastern.
Yeah, he knew right where Brody Johnson was going. The football just stepped in front, picked it off with his 3rd interception of the season. That's a big play by Michael Hookfin in this defense, putting Southeastern on the board first.
That is a risky play to run that close to your end zone, and that right there is maybe why the Rangers thought they wouldn't see it coming. Turns out they did. Snap back, ball down, kick is away. Looks good, is good. And Southeastern, just like that, on top 7-0 over the Rangers after a defensive touchdown from the Savage Storm. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Northwestern football is back in full swing, and just like the Rangers, Bank Central is here to help you score a touchdown. We offer multiple services to help you score on your own financial goals. Head to the end zone with Bank Central. Stop by 604 Flynn Street or call 580-327-1122. Our qualified professionals are available in Alva, Cherokee, Enid, and Woodward. Certain fees and restrictions may apply, or other terms and conditions may apply. Member FDIC, and as always, Ride Rangers Ride.
Do you have a heart of compassion for people who find themselves in tough situations? Hope Pregnancy Center of Northwest Oklahoma is now open in Alva and is currently hiring an assistant. We'd love to have you join our team. Please call Charity Lyon at 580-327-9091 for more information, or visit obhc.org/employment for a job description and employment application.
Welcome back. Jackson Nally to boot it away. Low wobbling kick, kind of a sideways turning kick, and he just booted that one about halfway through the end zone, and it will bounce to the tiers.
Well, the Savage Storm now, that touchdown forced their 7th turnover of the season for this defense, and that's what the Rangers don't want to do. You don't want to give away points to the other team with your offense out there.
And how about Michael Hookfin? 12 tackles on the year, 1 tackle for loss, now 3 interceptions. He's got 2 pass breakups, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery on the year. And you can add to that a defensive touchdown now, as he took that one. Easiest touchdown he'll score in his career, because there was nobody between him at about the 10-yard line in the end zone. Cornerbacks dream about situations like that.
Boy, no kidding.
So the Rangers have to shake it off now. 1st and 10 from the 25 after the touchback. Jashawn Foster will be the back in the backfield with Brody Johnson. 3 wide receivers in the formation, 2 near side, 1 to the top side. Ball right in the middle of the hash mark. Snap back, hand off to Foster. He will attack the middle of the defense as he kind of skates to the right, and then keeps the pile moving out across the 30-yard line to the 31. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, it is, and it looked like there was really nowhere to go, but nice job to keep the legs churning there from Darian Gill, and kind of got a little bit of push from the offensive line, and that's a good pickup on 1st down.
Same formation. Mark Zamora in in the wing back position, if you will, as a tight end. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Foster in the backfield. Johnson calling for the snap, now looks to the sideline. 14 seconds left on the play clock. 4:20 left to go in quarter number 1. Southeastern leads the Rangers 7-0. Defense, the first group to get on the board for the Savage Storm. Snap back to Johnson. Play action, pump fake, and now Brody takes off, runs upfield. No slide in the Brody Johnson playbook as he will just bulldoze his way out to the 34-yard line. He'll be a yard shy of a first down.
Yeah, that was Braden Winards and the big defensive tackle Jalen Wilson who just hammered him to the ground. But good pickup from Johnson. And again, brings up a third manageable here on 3rd and 1.
Good coverage from Southeastern that time. A lot of times that turns into a coverage sack, but Johnson got enough playmaker ability to turn that one into something. Snap back, hand off to Foster. He is going to be hit in the backfield, and they'll lose a yard, or maybe he got back to the line of scrimmage. But in either case, it's going to bring up 4th down and a yard to go. Ball at the 34-yard line. What does Ronnie Jones and company want to do here with a 4th and 1?
I have to imagine we're going to send out the punt unit. I think it's maybe a little early to start going for it. And it is close. It's probably about a 4th and a half a yard, maybe just under 4th and 1. But
Dustin, would you call that 4th and a short one?
That's what I would call it.
Nevertheless, the Ranger punt unit out on the field. Back deep to return again is Andre Williams.
Of course, Williams has to stare into that sun, too.
Snap back to Sabady. Another bad kick, and that one's going to wind its way out of bounds. Didn't even get to the 50. It went out of bounds between the sideline and the the visiting bleachers at the 45. They're going to walk that up a little ways.
Yeah, this is not going to be good. It looks like they're spotting it right at the 41. So this is now 2 drives that we're going to see Southeastern start in Ranger territory. Again, 2 of the 3 punts have been bad there from Sabady so far to start.
And a bad punt for Matthew Sabady prior to today was still 35 or 40 yards. But 2 come off the side of his foot. Switch balls. Something's got to be wrong. Perez back out into the shotgun for the Savage Storm. He'll have Cobb behind him, so DJ Brown on the shelf for the moment. 3 wide receivers in the formation. Snap back to Perez, wants to throw quick out in and out of the hands of Asa Robertson, who has again been a big-time target for Southeastern today after making just his first catch for the Savage Storm a week ago, I believe.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised they continue to go to Robertson. And a lot of it, again, has been over the middle. I think this is the 4th target he's had so far here in just quarter number 1.
Ranger linebacking corps did a great job right there as they got their hands all over Asa Robertson and actually pulled the ball away from him. It hit the turf. Not ruled a fumble, ruled an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2:42 left to go in quarter number 1 as Southeastern continues to drive into the sun. High snap, handled, throw out to the big, tall, wide receiving target, Kobe Jennings, and he will be brought down behind the line as the Rangers now have 3 tackles for loss in the game.
Yeah, that was Bashu Delco along with Julian Cervantes that come up and made that play. Well, again, just no blocking out here on the near side for Jennings, and Rangers were able to swarm him up and force him to lose a couple of yards.
Neither offense has been able to find rhythm, but the Savage Storm defense got him on the board with a pick 6. They lead 7-0, 2:12 left to go in quarter number 1, clock rolling. Snap back to Perez, looking far sideline, has Jennings open, picks it up, and that was a perfect throw. There was a window between the corner and the safety coming over, and Perez threaded the needle, and Jennings, picked that one up like it was nothing.
Yeah, best throw of the day right there from Sergio Perez. He put that one right on the money, and again up high where his big 6'7" wide receiver could go get it. That was a beautiful throw from Sergio Perez.
So that will set the Savage Storm up 1st down and 10 inside the red zone. Ball marked officially at the 16-yard line. 3 wide outs for Perez as he will take the snap. Hand off to Cobb, attacking the middle of the Ranger defense. Finds a little running room, 3 or 4 yards before Northwestern swarms him under.
That's the 4th carry now for Cobb, and it just now puts him over positive yards. He's got 4 carries for 2 yards. So the Rangers doing a good job as far as so far defending the running game here through the first quarter.
Perez has not been under heavy pressure when he's been able to set up in the pocket. Snap back as he sets up again. Throws to the boundary line across the end zone. It's incomplete. Jennings was the intended target. Just an out route right there. Cameron Lee all over it. Credit him with a pass breakup. But really, Jennings had a good chance to reel that one in.
Yeah, he did. And that's, again, another good throw from Perez. Put it where only his guy could get it. And Jennings just not able to come up and make the play. But as you said, a nice play from Cameron Lee.
One of the hardest throws in football to make is that out route to the wide out. And that one was a bullet. Perez out of the gun again, takes the snap, looking to Jennings one more time. This time they'll run him inside, too high for the guy that's 6'7", as Perez misfires and slings it over his head.
I think he's going to want that one back because he had Jennings wide open, and that should have been a touchdown, but kind of just a little bit over the outstretched hands of Jennings that time. And you see what they're really doing with Perez. They're trying to get him to get the ball out very early on after that snap, Matt.
Dylan Cox on to kick this field goal. He missed his first one. This one will again be from the 20. Is where it will be held. Ball's going to be snapped at about the 16. Makes this a 30-yard attempt. Snap back, ball down, kick is on the way. That one looks better, and it's good as Cox connects. And the Savage Storm take a 10-0 lead. 49 seconds left to go in quarter number one. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Do you need assistance taking care of yourself or a loved one? Beatles Nursing Home in Alva is here for you. We offer safe, high-quality, affordable nursing care while meeting all care guidelines for living. Call us at 580-327-1274 to learn more about our admissions process to place your loved one in our care. When it's time to choose a nursing home facility, we'll hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Since 2004, customers in Alva, Oklahoma have trusted K&S Tire for all their automotive needs. With over 40 years of experience in the business, we offer top-quality replacement tires and outstanding vehicle service repairs. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, our skilled technicians have covered you. Drive with confidence and let us keep your vehicle running smoothly. Visit us at knstire.com or come by at 2590 College Boulevard here in Alva, Oklahoma. K&S Tire, where experience meets excellence.
Deep kickoff again off the foot of McNally. That one will go out the back of the end zone, and the Rangers will again have it 1st and 10 on the touchback. So the Ranger offense has yet to find a good drive or yet to put together a good sustained drive. I'm not sure that we've crossed the 50-yard line. We've been very, very close, but penalties have dragged the Rangers back in the wrong direction. Southeastern has been able to put up a touchdown and a field goal. The touchdown courtesy of their defense on a pick-6 interception at about the 10-yard line in Ranger territory. And then, of course, that field goal tacked on by Cox right there. Savage Storm lead 10-0. Darian Gill in the backfield with Brody Johnson. 2 wideouts to the right, 2 wideouts to the left for the Rangers. Long snap count again. Johnson will once again pause and look to the sideline. Brody surveys the field, handoff to Darian Gill, starts to the inside, then has to break it to the outside. He is met right at the corner. Picks up a yard or two before he's slammed to the ground by Michael Hookfin, who came up to make the stop. Hookfin and Gill congratulating each other on good plays both sides.
A play clock right along with the game clock. Rangers don't actually have to snap it.
Very little wind here in the stadium. We'll see if they choose to take this play. 15 seconds on the game clock, down to 13, 12, 11. Play clock at 11 now, so just a couple of seconds variance. Game clock down to 6. Johnson in the gun. Long snap count. They will run a play. Johnson takes the snap, throws to the outside, and the Rangers are going to be hit and dropped nearly immediately. Pickup of 2, making the grab for the Rangers. That time looked like it was Chase Davidson on the reception, Cole McKnight on the stop, and that will be the end of quarter number 1. Southeastern with the lead, 10-0 over the Rangers. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug in Alva.
The Tacoma Farmers Co-op is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug activities since 1916. They have been here to serve you with all your farming and ranching needs with a wide range of goods and services from fuel, hardware, fencing, tires, feed and seed, plus fertilizer. They're here to meet your needs. Choose to trade with a co-op that gives its profits back to you. To learn about the Tacoma Co-op Advantage, stop by one of 5 locations in Moreland, Freedom, Winoka, Jet, and Tacoma, or visit them at tacomacoop.com and get a better service at a better place.
Why be a Ranger? At At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
Welcome back to Ranger football. Quarter number 2 just about ready to start. Southeastern on top 10-0. Rangers have the ball. 2 small gains on first and second down will bring up 3rd and 6. Ball is at the 29-yard line. Rangers now going into the sun, if you will, as they will be offensively headed toward the tiers.
0 for 3 so far on 3rd downs to this point.
Johnson will take the shotgun snap, throws, has a man, it's complete along the near side boundary, but couldn't get his feet down in time to cut upfield. Chase Davidson made the reception, but he will be 2 yards short of a first down, and he had the room to get it right there. Pass was just a little high.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. He made Davidson have to go up to get it. If you put that one right on the numbers, Matt, he can turn and get upfield, and I think he's going to get the first down, but him having to adjust by going up and then coming back down didn't allow it.
Matthew Sabady, who's had 2 come off of the side of his foot so far today, back on to punt it away again. 4th down and 2. Ball at the 33-yard line. Sabady will punt it away from about the 22. Puts toe to leather. High spiraling kick. Going to be fielded at the 25 by Williams. Up across the 30. Down to the 40 before he is brought down by the Ranger punt coverage unit.
That's a good return from Andre Williams, and Southeastern again is going to have good field position to start this drive. Well, at some point, we'd like to pin these guys back inside the 20 once.
Southeastern and Northwestern again, a little jawing going on. I think it's all congratulatory at this point.
Ball will be spun at the 40-yard line, 1st and 10, Storm.
You didn't hear Terry Loman joining the broadcast today. Ball's going to be marked at the 40, 1st and 10. Speaking of which, Dustin, time to bring in the entire broadcast crew today. Of course, I'm Matt Adair and Dustin Goodnow bringing you the blow-by-blow action, if you will. Our guest spotter today, Adam Adair, guest statistician, Brandon Brinkley. Jesse Klein, technical producer of today's broadcast.
I'm not back.
I beg to differ.
I think you're here. Snap back to Perez, handoff DJ Brown, runs to the right, finds a hole, and now he is just cruising, pushing the pile. Rangers hit him about 2 yards across the line of scrimmage, and then he pushed the pile forward for another 5 or 6.
Brown on the carry off the right side.
7-yard pickup will bring up 2nd down and 3.
Bring up 3rd and 2 for the Storm.
Not 3rd and 2, 2nd and 2.
Looks pretty close to 3 to me, but
we'll call it 3.
Yeah. But again, you see Southeastern being extremely patient on offense. You haven't seen them really run to the line and be in any kind of a hurry so far.
Was lulling the Rangers into a long sense of waiting on each play. Perez is back, pressure coming, throws across the middle of the field, wide open is Jennings, and he is going to make the grab at the 25-yard line to be wrapped up and brought down. On the tackle that time was Cameron Lee, who was back in coverage, but Jennings got good inside position right there, and he was just open.
Yeah, he was. He was wide open on the post route, and Perez again throws a dart right on the money. It's a nice pitch and catch for another first down for the Savage Storm.
They will substitute Cameron Lee as Jerron Burks checks into the game. He will have his shot at the big wide receiving target, Kobe Jennings, who goes 6'7", 191 pounds.
And giving him about a 10-yard cushion.
Jerron Burks, 6'4", 181, and Savage Storm will run it with DJ Brown, and he will get to the 21-yard line on first down. Looks like a pickup of 4, 2nd and 6 upcoming. 12:41 left to go until halftime. Rangers down 10-0. Southeastern with the lead. They picked up a defensive touchdown on a pick-6 interception and tacked on a field goal to round them out at 10. The Rangers offense is yet to have a sustained drive.
Kobe Jennings has come out for Southeastern, replaced by Caden Carter here on the near side.
Jerron Burks will be matched up with Caden Carter in that near side one-on-one. Snap back to Perez, handoff to Brown, not going to make the corner, and none other than Colby Tillman in on a stop for the Rangers as he chased him down from behind, and that is a task that is Herculean in nature because DJ Brown can scoot.
Yeah, it was. That's a nice play defensively by Kobe Tillman once more. I think that's already 3 tackles for a loss now from Tillman.
Colby Tillman on fire. Might need to make him our spotlight player more often.
Yeah, right.
11:45 to go as Southeastern sets up. After the loss, they face 3rd down and 9 from the 24. This is a big one for the Rangers.
1 of 5 so far on 3rd downs today of the Savage Storm.
DJ Brown in the backfield, 3 wide out. Snap back to Perez, wants to pass. Rangers trying to push upfield. Northwestern's going to take it away. Isaiah Kellum with the pick. And here he goes down the far sideline across the 40. And it's going to be Perez that stops him at the 46 as Isaiah Kellum turns it around for the Rangers.
Well, he just jumped the route. That's a terrific play from Isaiah Kellum. His first interception of the season, and couldn't have come at a bigger time. Turns Southeastern away and now gives the Rangers terrific field position. As we know, there is a flag that had been thrown.
Now, the flag was thrown at the near side boundary. I'm hoping this is just a sideline warning, and it is.
You're right, it is. Coach Glanville right now having a word with one of the officials down here on the near side at the 49.
I think Jerry Glanville was saying, A, we were way behind the play, and B, guys, we were trying to get the offensive unit rallied up. They did not intend to do that. It ended up with a hug with the official. You gotta love the old ball coaches. Glanville doing a little politicking down there to take care of things.
That's now 5 interceptions for the Rangers. One a big one from Isaiah Kellum.
Northwestern offense may be given a spark by the defense as Isaiah Kellum picks up interception number 1 for him this season. 11:25 to go in half number 1. Rangers down 10-0. A scoring drive would be great. In fact, let's order 2 before halftime. Long snap count. Johnson hands off to Deshaun Foster, who finds a crease and rumbles to the 50-yard line. Pick up a 4 on 1st down.
That's another good pickup from Foster. Give him now 10 yards in the game rushing, and you like to see that again on 1st down. It makes that play calling a lot easier when you're facing 2nd and medium.
It looked like Foster originally wanted to take that to the right-hand side, the near side, but stuck his leg in the ground, found a crease, and got upfield. 2nd down and 6 as Johnson's in the gun. Takes the snap, drops back, wants to throw, has a target. It's Zamora, and it's caught in Savage Storm territory at the 45. A 5-yard pickup will bring up 3rd down and a yard for the Rangers.
And that was an impressive throw from Johnson because that was a tight window to get the ball to Zamora, and he did. And closing quickly and making that tackle for Southeastern was Brian Watts, the transfer from Oklahoma Baptist.
Brody Johnson comes all the way to the sideline to talk to River Walker about this play call. Rangers in tight on 3rd and 1. Looking for the tush push is at least what the formation says they're going to go for. Not trying to hide it. Johnson will take the snap, leans forward. I don't know that he got there.
No.
Neither official is giving him credit for it. They're going to have to unpile everybody.
Savage Storm also are saying that the ball came out and that they've got it.
I thought it looked like Brody Johnson dove to get on the ball, and that's the first snap he's taken under center today. If that is, in fact, a Savage Storm turnover, which it is not. They're holding up 4th down, so a mishandled snap. And now they'll bring in the running quarterback. Caleb Deal will make his way into the game. Caleb Deal, of course, a starter on and off from a year ago. He is the biggest run threat quarterback that the Rangers have, also a prolific passer. As Deal organizes the formation he wants. 12 seconds left on the game clock. 2 wideouts, 1 to either side. Snap back to Deal. Bad snap, takes it, quick kick. Caleb Deal gets the punt away, and that one is going to hit down at the 5. It is rolling toward the end zone, and the Rangers can't keep it out. Oh, my goodness. Had such a big opportunity to stop him at the 1-yard line, and instead it's going to end up being a touchback.
Boy, they certainly did. That was a good punt on the quick kick from Caleb Deal. Looks like we got a media timeout.
Media timeout on the field. This one brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. We'll take a break in the booth. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug in Alva.
The Nitram Company, your go-to rental company in Alva, is now offering insurance. From your home and car to your farm or business or a variety of rental properties, Nitram has you covered. Stop by Suite C in the professional building today and see Claudia Haltom or call their office at 580-609-3200. That's 580-609-3200 for more details. The Nitram Company, now your go-to for rentals and insurance. Proud supporters of all Ranger and Goldbug athletics.
TNC Meats and Chisholm Trail Meats are proud supporters of Ranger football. We have opened our state-of-the-art processing facility in Enid and are now booking appointments for custom and USDA-inspected processing of your animals. Developed with the local ranchers' best interest in mind to make sure the animals you raised are processed with care. Book with us by calling 580-271-MEAT, 580-271-6328, or go to www.chisholmtrailmeat.com. Ride, Rangers, ride.
Southeastern back out onto the field offensively. Gosh, the Rangers had such good field position after that pick from Isaiah Kellum. Defense now asked to do the job yet again as they will hand off to Nagu, who finds a big hole. First time we've seen him today, and he'll rumble out to the 25-yard line and pick up a 5 on first down.
Yeah, again, we expected to see Nagu after Ryan Hurd a week ago was in street clothes. Does not look like he is, again, going to play today. But, again, you see every one of these tailbacks are going to get used today from Southeastern.
Nagu, the biggest of the slate of running backs we expect to see. He goes 5'10", 207 pounds, redshirt sophomore, and they will change him out with Jonathan Cobb for second down. Perez out of the gun, takes the snap, drops back, has all kinds of time to survey the field, finds Cobb out of the backfield, and he is going to be tackled immediately by Wilson Cowell.
That's a nice play from Wilson Cowell, and Perez, again, really nowhere to go with the football, just had to dump it off to his running back, and Wilson Cowell read it perfectly. I don't think he got anything, maybe a yard.
Looked like, I don't know that the down markers moved. We'll call it maybe no gain, maybe a yard. 3rd and 4. Ball is at the 26, 8:25 left to go till halftime. Southeastern on top 10-0. Perez is out of the gun. Cobb in the backfield with him. Claps his hands, takes the snap, wants to throw, lets one go, headed toward the near side boundary. That's going to be incomplete. His intended target that time was Andre Williams, the punt returner. Defended that time by the Rangers' Ken Irving.
Well, he had him open. You know, Williams on that break towards the sidelines, and Perez that time just threw it a bit wide of his target as Williams had some separation between himself and the defensive back.
Independence now back deep is Gill.
Chance Gill will be back to receive for the Rangers as the Savage Storm are going to be forced to punt it away. Rangers with an opportunity to set themselves up in good field position again here. Snap back. No, it's a fake. They snapped it to the up man, and Warlick is rumbling down the field across the 50. Gill, the last man in the formation to make a tackle, and what looked like a punt turned into a huge pickup for the Savage Storm as they will have it in Ranger territory at about the 35-yard line as flags come flying in at the end of that play. Chance Gill made a touchdown-saving tackle, and Dustin, that was executed so well, I didn't even see the snap go to the big man. But Jackson Holick,
Joshua
Horlick, excuse me.
Yeah, what a call from Coach Atterbury. I mean, nobody's expecting it. I mean, perfect timing on the call, and it absolutely burns Northwestern. So you tip your cap to the Southeastern staff for that one, but it's not going to end up being spotted where Horlick was down because we had a penalty after the play.
It was an unsportsmanlike call against the Savage Storm.
Boy, that's just a bonehead mistake because instead of being at the 35, you're back near midfield.
So they've stretched out the field, giving the Ranger defense a little bit more room to maneuver. Rangers look like they're all trying to get on the same page here. 2 wideouts for Perez, 2 men in the backfield with him. Takes the snap, handoff. DJ Brown coming to the near sideline, finds a crease, and then he's going to be hit and dropped shy of the 45-yard line on the tackle for the Rangers. Bashu Delco.
Yeah, it's a nice play from Delco. Come up and just wrapped him up, didn't allow him to get anything after he had bounced it outside. So it's a good play to hold him to 3.
2nd down and 7, ball at the 46. Play clock or game clock running, 7:13 left to go in the first half. Perez again out of the gun, 2-back set. He'll take the snap. They will run the other direction, and that's Donovan Shannon for the first time today, the explosive the explosive freshman.
Taken down by number 57, Flores.
Shannon again, the redshirt freshman out of Prosper, Texas, and we talked, heard a little bit about with Jay Lindley last week. I mean, impressive player in high school, over 1,700 yards, thinking 18 touchdowns. So big-time high school career from Donovan Shannon.
Just trying to look up the stats to see if he was a redshirt freshman or a true freshman. I know he got his first carry a week ago, but he is going to be a tear in the GAC for years to come. 3rd down and 6 from the 45. Snap back to Perez. Nagu in as the tailback. All kinds of time for Perez, and he throws one deep, and that one is, are you kidding me, caught?
It was.
No signal.
Yeah, it was caught at the 2. As Williams was coming down, Rangers did not get a hand on it, and Williams has fallen to the ground and makes the grab.
That was an incredible catch. The Rangers had 3 men back in coverage. I thought there was no way he was going to come up with that. In fact, I almost thought it was intercepted, but that ball just fell right between a pair of Ranger hands and into the basket for the wide receiver. What a throw from Perez.
Leonard Williams had a long of 21, much longer than that now after the grab that puts him at the 2.
Cobb in the Wildcat here at the 2-yard line. Snap back to him, and he is running forward, and that is going to put him into the end zone, and Southeastern scores again. 5:40 left to go in the first half. Savage Storm now up 16-0 on the Rangers after a huge pitch and catch.
And again, this all started with the fake punt and the direct snap back to Horlick, who gets the big gain, and then, well, you have the run here to the near side from Brown, and then the long pass from Sergio Perez to Andre Williams set that drive up.
Point after attempt is up and good, and it's now 17-0, 5:40 left to go in the first half. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019. Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's Chicken Fried Steak, Don's Hamburger Steak, and Joe's Chicken Tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
The Alva Moose Lodge is a proud supporter of all Northwestern and Alva public school activities and strives to be the heart of the community through fundraisers and community-based events that make a difference in the lives of individuals, kids, and families throughout Northwest Oklahoma. On a national basis, the Moose Fraternity provides at-risk children with a second chance at life and its senior members a comforting retirement at its 5-star senior facility in Florida. If you would like to see how you can help make a difference in the lives of those in need, stop by the Alva Moose Lodge Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at 302 7th Street to learn more.
Welcome back live to Ranger Football. Southeastern puts another one in the end zone, capped off by a big pitch and catch. A sky kick this time, and the Rangers will call for the fair catch and make it at about the 20-yard line. And then a flag comes in late. There's a Ranger player on the ground. His helmet had come off. I am going to assume that this is some type of an unsportsmanlike penalty against the Savage Storm. Referees will talk about it. 5:40 left to go in the first half. Rangers down 17-10. Savage Storm hit a huge pass play there on that last series, Dustin. Incredible pitch and catch. And hard to blame the coverage team on that one. They were in great position.
Yeah, just could not come up at least to knock that ball away as Andre Williams, that 43-yard grabs will go downstairs.
Hey, Matt.
Got half of it. Face mask against the Savage Storm, and so the Rangers will add 15 to their field position, which was already going to be decent because of the fair catch.
Foul against the Storm. A 15-yard penalty.
Well, that'll definitely help. Offense has got to get going here. Right now, again, the Rangers, as far as total plays in yards, 18 plays, 36 yards is not going to get it done.
Referee indicated that he threw that flag at the 30, and I think they're talking about where exactly they should go to mark that off. I think they will add it from the spot of the fair catch. So it was caught at the 21-yard line. They will move it out to the 36 is where the Rangers will set up first down and 10. Brody Johnson and Darian Gill in the backfield. 3 wideouts for Johnson this time, 3 down linemen for the Savage Storm. Snap back, Johnson will hand to Gill, little RPO look as Darian Gill finds a sliver of a hole and gets forward for a gain of 2.
Yeah, not much that time. That was D'Angelo Shanks who come up and made the play. And the Rangers have been able to get good yardage with the runs on first downs. For the most part, it's just been second and third down where we've really struggled.
I don't think we've seen the Rangers try and stretch the field with any kind of a deep pass yet.
No, you're right.
2 wide receivers to the far side. One to the near side is Jameek Johnson. Darian Gill still in the backfield. 2nd down and 8 coming up from the 38. Snap back to Johnson. Sets up to pass. Pressure coming. Now Brody's going to take off. Gets across the 40 and dives forward to the 42. And again, Brody Johnson does not slide.
No, he doesn't. And again, nice job to pick up at least some yardage. Makes it, I think, 3rd down and 4. And that was Braden Winters, the linebacker, who come up and made another stop.
Ball now spotted at the 42. 4:41 to go before halftime. Clock is running. Rangers need to put some points on the board. It would help tremendously as we'll have to kick the ball away to the Savage Storm to open 3rd quarter. Johnson will be out of the gun again. Gill in the backfield. They'll send Mark Zamora in motion from right to left. Snap back. Johnson, play action. Rolls to the near side. Throws complete to Zamora, who had his legs taken out from underneath him. Great tackle that time by Ty Williams.
Yeah, Ty Williams read that play. His tight end just kind of leaks out here on the near side, and Williams knew right where that football was going. Again, Zamora, not a whole lot of running room, even if it, again, catching that one, and Ty Williams just closed quickly, able to hold the Rangers on another third down. They're now 0 of 6.
Gosh, that hurts. Not a single third down conversion. Only 3:51 left to go here in the first half. Rangers facing 4th and 4, so Beatty on to punt it again. Snap back. The Rangers are going to try and fake one now. Rolling forward as the snap went to the up man, and they're going to be far short of the first down as Southeastern maybe was watching for that one. It looked like they only sent 2 guys back in any kind of pressure, and they stopped Northwestern short of the line to gain by about 2 yards. The Savage Storm will take over at the 39-yard line. Kingston Leota ran that one.
Yeah, interesting call for the Rangers there. Again, so we saw Southeastern have success with the fake punt. Rangers try and catch them off guard, and he did pick up a few yards, but ultimately short of the first down, and now another drive set up here for Southeastern in Northwestern territory. This is the 3rd one so far today.
And depending on what happens here, we'll talk about that play as either being good or bad, but I'm going to come out this way. I love it. Keep it up. Handoff, it looks like D.J. Brown is the halfback, and he will rumble across the 40 to the 39-yard line.
Made by number 11, Wilson Cow.
I think that
Rangers getting awfully physical, and I thought I heard somebody.
It was Jonathan Cobb, I believe, was the tailback.
Thought you could hear, I thought it was maybe one of the referee mics was still on. Thought there was a timeout taken, there wasn't. 3:10 left to go in the first half.
Well, one guy that has yet to been targeted by Sergio Perez is Gabe Corona, leading wide receiver coming in for the Savage Storm.
2nd down and 6, tight end in motion. Game clock under 3, handoff. D.J. Brown finds a good hole, and he will rumble forward. 37-yard line. Excuse me, that was Cobb on the carry. Boy, they're using Cobb a lot today.
Certainly are, and again, he got the start, and we've seen him a lot here in the first half.
Tell you really don't have a big fall off between D.J. Brown and Cobb, though. 2 great running backs. 2:35 to go. Perez wants to take the snap. Rangers look like they come across where they draw and they weren't. They're going to call encroachment on the Rangers as they made contact with the offensive lineman.
Well, the Savage Storm are only 2 of 8 on 3rd down conversions. They'll get a free one there, though.
5-yard penalty. First down.
Was Malcolm Smith, the defensive lineman for the Rangers, that was going to be whistled for the infraction there.
1st and 10 Storm.
Is going to be moved all the way up to the 37-yard line, enough for a first down for the Savage Storm as the the game clock continues to run down to 2:20. 17-0 Savage Storm on top, halftime drawing near. Ranger Field fully engulfed in shadows now. Perez is out of the gun, milking that play clock down. He'll take the snap, hand off to Cobb. Stutter stepped as he was stopped trying to go left, cuts back right, and he's going to be snowed under. Flag comes in on the play.
Well, we were just about to the 2-minute timeout, too. Now the clock will stop because of the flag, and let's hope this isn't against Northwestern, but Southeastern saying it is.
I think they're going to find a face mask here.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense. No. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Face mask is indeed the call, and the Rangers will give up 15 more yards to the Savage Storm, and this is all going their way right now, Dustin, as they will be inside the red zone. Ball will be marked down at about the 17.
And the Rangers now with 4 penalties for 42 yards now to this point.
A bunch of them have been that personal foul variety.
Rangers only average 56 a game as we'll have the 2-minute timeout.
Clock started to roll once the ball was set, and it did bleed down to 2 minutes. So we'll take a break. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug in Alva.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Casasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Casasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
First down and 10, ball at the 17-yard line for the Savage Storm as they are inside the Ranger red zone. Snap back to Perez, hand off to Cobb, bowling forward, and he'll pick up a good handful of yards there on first down.
He'll be taken down by Cervantes.
That's another good run from Jonathan Cobb. The clock rolling under 2 minutes, and if you're Southeastern here, you want to take all of this time and try and put one in the end zone or at least get a field goal if you can.
Two running backs in the formation for Southeastern this time, Cobb and Donovan Shannon, the redshirt freshman. They will mirror him right and left side. Two wideouts in the formation. Perez takes the snap, handoff to Cobb, running right, finds a seam, and then Colby Tillman is going to take him down at the 10-yard line. Shy of a first down by a couple of yards. Clock will continue to run under 1:15.
Off the right side, tackles made by
Tillman now with his 8th tackle already here today, and
Colby Tillman came to play football today.
Yeah, he did.
Going to bring up third down.
But you got to hold him to 3 here. Can't allow him to get in the end zone right before the half as we're under a minute.
Same two-back formation for Perez. Two wideouts as well. He'll clap a couple of times and then look to the sideline as Atterbury and company will signal in the play. Jennings to the far side of the formation. Snap back, Perez scanning. Looked at his first target, now his second. Now throws off his back foot, and that one is going to be broken up, incomplete. Intended target that time was Andre Williams, and on the stop for the Rangers, Jerron Burks.
Yeah, trying to throw off that back foot. Again, never a good idea. Just ask Alan Bowman. So we'll hold the Ranger. He did. It'll hold at least the Savage Storm to an opportunity to get 3.
Savage Storm are 1 of 2 on field goals today. Both of his attempts had come from 30 yards away. This one will be a little bit shorter. A 27-yard attempt.
And for the field goal is Cox.
For Dylan Cox. Snap back, ball down, kick is away, and that one sails through. 2 of 3 on field goals today as Cox adds 3 more, and the Savage Storm take a 20-0 lead with 31 seconds before halftime on the clock. We'll take a break. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug in Alva.
This year, Northwest Electric of Alva celebrates 50 years of being in business. So if you need electrical work done at your home, farm, or business, Northwest Electric is your local and friendly contractor for all your electrical needs. Daryl, Scott, and the crew are fully qualified electricians with over 70 years of combined electrical experience. From new lighting options and troubleshooting to new construction and remodeling of your home or business, Northwest Electric is here to serve you beyond the call of duty. Northwest Electric is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug Athletics. Northwest Electric, well, we don't want all the business, just yours.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Savage Storm able to put a field goal up on the board. Now 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals for Southeastern. They lead 20-0 against the Rangers. One of those touchdowns came on a pick-6 interception. The other one set up by a long pass right down the middle of the field, a circus catch, if you will.
Now that one, a 7-play, 34-yard touchdown drive capped off by the 27-yarder from Dylan Cox.
Rangers offensively still not able to find any kind of a sustained drive. They're 0-6 on third down. Southeastern to kick it away. Another sky kick. This will be fielded at the 23-yard line by one of the upmen. Returns it across the 20, and it's tackled at the 21. So not great field position for Northwestern as they'll take over 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, that was a tailback, Jashawn Foster, who come up and grabbed that one at about the 17-18, and we're just nowhere to go after that.
Talk about Jashawn Foster. Here's a guy that just wants to be in the game. Well, not only is he one of our featured running backs, but went to Coach Jones and told him, hey, I want to play on the special teams units. Put me in anywhere you can find a spot, Coach. And Ronnie Jones likes that kind of fire.
Boy, and it looks like the Rangers just going to take this one to half, Matt.
Yeah, backed up all the way to the 21. They're in kneeling out formation, and the Rangers will hit a knee. They don't have to snap it again, so that should bring us to halftime. The Nitram halftime show will kick off when we come back. Right now, Southeastern is on top of Northwestern by a score of 20-0. 0-0. There are still 8 seconds left to go until halftime. Both teams will stay out on the field, but nobody's going to take a snap. So we'll wrap it up there. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug of Alva.
The Nitram Company, your go-to rental company in Alva, is now offering insurance. From your home and car to your farm or business or a variety of rental properties, Nitram has you covered. Stop by Suite C in the professional building today and see Claudia Haltom or call their office at 580-609-3200. That's 580-609-3200 for more details. The Nitram Company, now your go-to for rentals and insurance. Proud supporters of all Ranger and Goldbug athletics.
Since 2004, customers in Alva, Oklahoma have trusted K&S Tire for all their automotive needs. With over 40 years of experience in the business, we offer top quality replacement tires and outstanding vehicle service repairs. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, our skilled technicians have covered you. Drive with confidence and let us keep your vehicle running smoothly. Visit us at knstire.com or come by at 2590 College Boulevard here in Alva, Oklahoma. K&S Tire, where experience meets excellence.
Why be a Ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home, graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of culture, Northwestern, success lives here.
With football season in full swing, Holder Drug wants to remind you we have everything you need for your tailgate on Fridays for Goldbugs and Saturdays for Ranger football. You can also gear up for the games this fall with all new Alva and Northwestern apparel for you or other members of the family. With fall right around the corner, Holder Drug has options for your fall decor for your home. Stop by and see our new selection. As always, free delivery for your medications or prescriptions. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back here to the Nitram Company halftime show. Again on scoreboard, Southeastern on top of Northwestern here 20-0 on Family Day. And speaking of Family Day, we're joined in the booth by Northwestern Oklahoma State University Dean of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, Caleb Mossberg. Caleb, thank you for coming up and joining me here at halftime.
Absolutely, great to be here. I know a fun-filled day full of activities with Family Day. Of course, a lot of things going on this week. But, yeah, I wish the scoreboard looked a little bit different for us here at the first half. But hopefully we'll be able to come out and make some changes here come the second half.
Well, let's talk about the planning that goes into this. I know there's a lot to it towards Family Day. And the interesting thing about this is having Family Day this week followed by homecoming next week. It's kind of nice to have these two big events, maybe like back that. Maybe not for everybody who works it, but nice for everybody else to be a part of it.
Absolutely. No, it's a lot of fun. There's activities constantly going on campus, but yeah, what a fun time to be able to do Family Day this week, homecoming festivities next week, a lot of excitement on campus, a lot of things happening. So it's great to have families be here with their students. I know our students have finished week 6 this semester, so things are flying by for them. But a lot of activities. We've got football here today. I know our volleyball team has been doing well here recently. Some exciting games this week in Purcellville that we had, but cross country and soccer and a lot of things going on there. Our band's about to perform here. I know they've been working really hard. So just a lot of ways that we were able to celebrate our students and all their accomplishments thus far this semester.
Yeah, I know it's an event that the college puts on, but it's not really just them as well too. You have to look at what the community does for this and how they kind of be a part of this with Northwestern.
Absolutely. We had 16 different businesses that were supporting this event. Our tailgate that we did today had a great number of people come up to our tailgate, and so we appreciate those businesses and their support, just like we do throughout the community. I know we've got families and businesses, and surrounding communities that are all part of this, and so we greatly appreciate all their efforts, and we know that Northwestern is doing well when our community rallies behind it, and they always have, and I know they're always excited to do so.
Well, I know one thing we always talk about is who came the longest or drove the furthest, flew in. You know, do we know that? It's like who made that long trip to be here with us today? Because I know we give an award out for that.
Absolutely. It looked like the Moss family, Beck Moss's family. I know Beck's part of our football team here. They traveled 1,300 miles to be here, so I think this is the second year in a row that they've received that award. So I think they're getting a lot of Ranger apparel through making that trip. So
I bet so. At this point, you probably think they're going to try and make this for the next couple of years, try and win this award every year, right?
Absolutely. It's going to be hard pressed to beat them traveling this far. So, but no, great to have them here. I know. They make sacrifice to travel that far to be here. Just a small token for us to say thank you for being here. But, our families that travel, 5 blocks away or travel from 1,300 miles, wherever they're coming from, it's always great to have them here on campus and be a part of this. We've really stressed the family theme here at Northwestern. We have for many years. It's a part of it. It's our culture. And so, they're just as much a part of it as our students. So.
Well, I'm hoping that we're out here. I know you're out there talking and mingling with these families. We're trying to recruit maybe siblings to be future Rangers, right? We've got a big event coming up in November.
Absolutely. Ranger Preview is going to be here before we know it. I know our recruitment staff's working hard and really getting out there to get students interested in it. And really, for this day and age, whenever college seems to be more and more expensive, we still have the support of our local community and providing scholarships, helping us to provide scholarships here. And so why not check it out? Why not get that $600 scholarship coming to Ranger Preview to further your education? Great opportunities, great things that are going on.
Caleb, before I let you get out here, anything else to kind of add to Family Day?
No, great success. Like I said, our Northwestern Scholar Ambassadors, our SGA officers really pitched in a whole lot to be able to make today happen, so I appreciate them and all their efforts. What a great group of leadership students we have on campus that really give a lot of time and efforts and willing to serve, and so I really appreciate them and all their help today and working through all these activities.
Caleb, we're going to let you get out of here and enjoy the second half of this one. Great to talk to you as always.
Appreciate it, Dustin.
All right, thanks again to Dean of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management here at Northwestern, Caleb Mossberg, for joining us here in the booth to talk Northwestern Family Day. We'll come back and have more of the Nitram Company halftime show after this. This is Northwestern Football brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7 and 106.1.
Northwestern football is back in full swing, and just like the Rangers, Bank Central is here to help you score a touchdown. We offer multiple services to help you score on your own financial goals. Head to the end zone with Bank Central. Stop by 604 Flynn Street or call 580-327-1122. Our qualified professionals are available in Alva, Cherokee, Enid, and Woodward. Certain fees and restrictions may apply, or other terms and conditions may apply. Member FDIC, and as always, Ride Rangers Ride.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
Hello, Gold Bugs and Rangers. I'm Kai Flater with Great Plains Land Company. I wanted to offer you my professional assistance in helping you sell your largest asset, your land. I have all the tools and resources in place to list, market, and sell your property for the most value possible. You can reach me at 580-430-7005. Go Gold Bugs and Ride Rangers Ride.
Do you need assistance taking care of yourself or a loved one? Beatles Nursing Home in Alva is here for you. We offer safe, high-quality, affordable nursing care while meeting all care guidelines for living. It's at 580-327-1274 to learn more about our admissions process to place your loved one in our care. When it's time to choose a nursing home facility, we'll hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Do you have a heart of compassion for people who find themselves in tough situations? Hope Pregnancy Center of Northwest Oklahoma is now open in Alva and is currently hiring an assistant. We'd love to have you join our team. Please call Charity Lyon at 580-327-9091 for more information or visit obhc.org/employment for a job description and employment application.
Welcome back to Ranger Field as we continue the Nitram Company halftime show. Again, Southeastern leading Northwestern 20-0. Just over 11 minutes before we kick off the second half. Let's take a look at some other scores from around the Great American Conference. At halftime, Oklahoma Baptist at home in Shawnee today, leading East Central by a score of 10-7. No surprise here in Arkadelphia. Wichita Baptist all over Arkansas Monticello. The Weevils look to drop 2 straight after they started the season 2-0. Southwestern Oklahoma State down in Weatherford, about 30 seconds to go until halftime. They lead Southern Nazarene 17-7, and then, of course, Northwestern trails 20-0. Just kicking off, at least here just a few minutes ago, was Harding and Henderson State. We'll try and have a score later on throughout the broadcast to get you caught up with that game as well. We've got some halftime statistics to get to. We're going to get to those right after we come back out of this commercial break here in the Nitram Company halftime show. This is Northwestern Football, brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
PNC Meats and Chisholm Trail Meats are proud supporters of Ranger football. We have opened our state-of-the-art processing facility in Enid and are now booking appointments for custom and USDA-inspected processing in your area. Developed with the local ranchers' best interest in mind to make sure the animals you raised are processed with care. Book with us by calling 580-271-MEAT, 580-271-6328, or go to www.chisholmtrailmeat.com. Ride, Rangers, ride.
A home is what you make it, and G&G Home Furnishings in Alva wants to help you make it great. Right now is our customer appreciation sale. New accessories, new sofa sets, and sectionals from Ashley are available right now. Also, since it's our customer appreciation sale, we want to help you out by offering discounts on mattresses and recliners if you bring in a past receipt. So hurry in today and take advantage of our customer appreciation sale. You can browse online or stop by in person at 2107 College Boulevard right here in Alva.
Peak Environment provides leading lawn care services in Northwest Oklahoma with branches at Alva, Enid, and Woodward. When it comes to lawn care, Peak Environment has you covered all year long with quality, affordable services, including weed control, full-service mowing, and Christmas light installation, plus much more. Call Peak Environment 580-748-8003 to learn more and schedule your free quote on any service. That's 580-748-8003. Proud supporter of all Ranger and Goldbug athletics.
Is your school or booster club looking for ways to fundraise? Let Downtown Threads in Enid, Oklahoma create a custom website to showcase all your school apparel. You pick the design and the gear, we do the rest. Downtown Threads handles all the payments and the website is closed. Call today at 580-237-7060. That's 237-7060. Downtown Threads proudly supports Alva High School and Northwestern Oklahoma State University.
Welcome back here to the Nitram Company halftime show. Here at halftime, Northwestern trailing on Family Day 20-0 to Southeastern Oklahoma State. Let's go through your halftime statistics. Those brought to you by the Alva Moose Lodge, where Southeastern leads it 20-0. First downs in the first half, where the Rangers struggled offensively there. 8 first downs for the Savage Storm, 1 for Northwestern. Rushing yards, Savage Storm rushed for 72 yards on 19 carries. Rangers 15 yards on 15 carries. Passing yards in favor of the Savage Storm as well, 119-29. Total offensive plays and yards in the first half, the Savage Storm 35 plays for 191 yards. Northwestern averaging under 2 yards a play, 23 plays for just 44 yards of offense in the first half. There was just 1 return in the first half, 1 for 16 for Southeastern. Both teams did have 1 interception. That interception return yardage, Southeastern with 11, Northwestern with 34. As far as punts go, Savage Storm 1 punt, 42 yards. Rangers have punted 5 times for an average of 29.2. Penalty yards in the first half, Southeastern just 2 for 30, Rangers 4 for 42. Savage Storm also led in the possession time, 17:03 to 12:57. Third down conversions, it was all Savage Storm. And again, they weren't a whole lot better than Northwestern, but they did go 2 of 9. Northwestern was 0 for 6 in the first half on third down. On fourth down conversion, Southeastern 2 for 2 so far. Rangers 0 of 1 when they tried to fake that punt and get a first down there and were turned away. Red zone opportunities, Savage Storm are 3 for 4. Only time they had, again, the mishap was the missed field goal by Dylan Cox. That was his first of the year. Rangers have yet to get into the red zone so far today. Individually, for Southeastern Savage Storm, their leading rusher is Josh Horlick, which was on that fake punt. He has 1 carry for 40 yards so far. Jonathan Cobb, just 10 for 21, does have 1 touchdown. He's averaging over 2 yards a carry. Donovan Shannon, 3 carries for 9 yards, averaging 3 yards a pop. And Jason Nagu, 1 carry for 5 yards in the first half. As far as passing numbers, Sergio Perez, 8 of 16, 1 interception, 119 yards with a long of 43. Leading receiver was Kobe Jennings in the first half. He was targeted 7 times, 3 catches, 53 yards for a long of 28. Asa Robertson targeted 4 times. Again, most all of those coming in the first quarter. 2 catches for 12 yards. Andre Williams, 1 for 43 that set up the final touchdown. And Victor Taylor, 1 catch for 10 yards in the first half. The 1 punt was by, again, in the first half was Jackson Nally, who had 1 punt for 42 yards. It was inside the 20. As far as tackles go, Braden Winters led the way with 5, 1 for a loss. Hood with 4, half a loss. Bryant Watts with 2, and Josh Horlick with 2, and 1.5 for a loss as well. For Northwestern individually, leading rusher, Jashawn Foster, 3 carries, 9 yards. Kingston Leota, 1 for 2, and Brody Johnson, 3 for 0. Johnson in the first half, 5 of 8 throwing the ball, 29 yards, 1 interception, was sacked once with a long of 18. Leading receiver was Mark Zamora, 3 catches, 23 yards. Davidson had 2 for 6, and Royal Kyle was targeted twice without a reception in the first half. As far as punting goes for the Rangers in the first half, again, those 3 punts from punter Matthew Sabati. I don't know why it says Ruben Alvarado on the stat sheet, but 3 for 61 for an average of over 21 yards per punt. Bashu Delco and Kobe Tillman led the way defensively with 8 apiece. Tillman with 2.5 for a loss, Delco with 1.5. Wilson Cow with 7, and Aiden Lewis with 2 in the first half. Scoring plays for the Savage Storm. Hookfin again got the Savage Storm started with an 11-yard touchdown interception return for a touchdown at the 4:56 mark. They scored again at the 49-second mark of the first quarter as a 30-yard field goal from Dylan Cox. And then Jonathan Cobb Jr., a 2-yard rush, 8-play, 80-yard drive, went over 3 minutes, 46 seconds, and the final score was with 31 seconds to go until halftime, a 27-yard field goal from Dylan Cox. Again, 6 plays, 34 yards, ate up 3 minutes and 3 seconds. We'll take another break. We'll come back. As again, it's the Nitram Company halftime show. Northwestern trailing 20-0. Again, it's Northwestern football brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network, 105.7.
Nitram Company, your go-to rental company in Alva, is now offering insurance. From your home and car to your farm or business or a variety of rental properties, Nitram has you covered. Stop by Suite C in the professional building today and see Claudia Haltom or call their office at 580-609-3200. That's 580-609-3200 for more details. The Nitram Company, now your go-to for rentals and insurance. Proud supporters of all Ranger and Goldbug athletics.
At Ignite Physical Therapy, we assist in the therapy of many different aspects, such as advanced problem solving, joint mobilization, treatment of adverse neural tension, evaluation and treatment of muscle imbalance, tissue-specific exercise, and patient education. Dr. Jared Hayda and staff want to get you back to the life that you had before your injury. They have helped so many through rehabilitation, and they can do the same for you. Stop by and see the staff at Ignite Physical Therapy on 520 Flynn Street, or make an appointment by calling 580-327-3331.
This year, Northwest Electric of Alva celebrates 50 years of being in business. So if you need electrical work done at your home, farm, or business, Northwest Electric is your local and friendly contractor for all your electrical needs. Daryl, Scott, and the crew are fully qualified electricians with over 70 years of combined electrical experience. From new lighting options and troubleshooting to new construction and remodeling of your home or business, Northwest Electric is here to serve you beyond the call of duty. Northwest Electric is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug athletics. Northwest Electric, where we don't want all the business, just yours.
K Body Works, our goal is to make our auto body services as convenient and stress-free for our customers as possible. From minor repairs to major auto body work, we do every job with the highest level of professionalism. We have the team and the technology to address a variety of auto body needs in today's ever-changing market. So come on by today and get your free estimate at K Body Works, located at 301 Flynn Street, right here in Alva.
The Alva Moose Lodge is a proud supporter of all Northwestern and Alva public school activities and strives to be the heart of the community through fundraisers and community-based events that make a difference in the lives of individuals, kids, and families throughout Northwest Oklahoma. On a national basis, the Moose Fraternity provides at-risk children with a second chance at life and its senior members a comforting retirement at its 5-star senior facility in Florida. If you would like to see how you can help make a difference in the lives of those in need, stop by the Alva Moose Lodge Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at 302 7th Street to learn more.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. Dustin, thank you for the recap there. That was a very accurate reading of the statistics. Right now they favor Southeastern. They do not favor the Rangers. However, if you are out there and like me, big fan of the red and black and looking for the silver lining to the cloud hanging over Ranger Field at the moment, it is this. Defensively, we have not looked bad. The points put on the board so far by Southeastern have come courtesy of a pick-6 interception, one long toss pass that set them up at the 2-yard line that they punched in. That's the only touchdown that the defense has given up, and then 2 big stops in the red zone for the Rangers of 3 have resulted in field goals. Southeastern has attempted 3 field goals. They've made 2 of them, but the defense has bent but not broken today. Realistically, 13 points is all that you can credit against the Northwestern defense right now.
And those 2 field goals, you're looking at drives of 7 plays, 28 yards. The other one's 6 for 34. They're starting in Ranger territory.
Yeah, we just have not given our defense the help that they need in the field position game. Got to have some offensive spark. High sky kick put up by the Rangers. It's going to be fielded at the 30-yard line, and then Jashawn Foster will bring the hammer at the 35 and stop Donovan Shannon on the return as the redshirt freshman gets introduced to the turf field here at Northwestern.
Well, it's a big series for the Ranger defense. You'd like to force them 3 and out, and you have to imagine that the Ranger offense made some changes and adjustments here at halftime.
I'm going to go a different way, Dustin. I don't want a 3 and out. I'm ready for a Bashu Delco pick-6. Let's just take it to the house and get the momentum firmly on our side.
Well, we need to start getting the ball in some of our playmakers' hands, like, Royal Kyle and Travis Romar, Jameek Johnson. Those guys haven't even sniffed the football.
Yeah. Got to start to maybe stretch the field. We'll look to see if that becomes a key to the second half of the Rangers as Southeastern will hand off to Cobb on first down. He's going to be tripped up behind the line and fall forward back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. On the stop for the Rangers, that time Wilson Cowell was in there.
And again, we have seen pretty much Jonathan Cobb today as far as the rushing attack, and Brown extremely limited. 4 carries, -3 yards so far today.
Second down and 10 upcoming for the Savage Storm. Third quarter just kicked off. Rangers down 20-0. Handoff Cobb again trying to run right. Colby Tillman's there again. Wrapped him up and brought him to the ground. Tillman, the first man on the tackle. He will share that one with a couple of other Rangers, but boy, Colby Tillman is having a game.
Well, he is. That's tackle number 9 from Tillman. Another one for a loss as well, too. I mean, well, he's a terrific middle linebacker. And what, again, Coach talked about him Wednesday at the coaches show is like kind of having a younger coach out there on the field for these guys.
Graduate players out there, so late in his football career, first year as a Ranger, and he patrols the middle of the field as well as anybody in the conference. Snap back to Perez, pressure coming, has to force one to the far sideline. It's going to be picked up by Jennings, and that will be a gain of 5 or 6 on that play across the 40 to about the 43.
Yeah, that was Wilson Cowell who had the pressure as Perez had to let that one go. Did complete it, but the Rangers did a good job of swarming Jennings after he caught that one. It's going to force Jackson Nally to come out and punt it again.
4th down, and we will call it 5 from the 42-yard line. Nally, like Dustin said, in punt formation. However, been told they'll fake these on occasion. 4th and 5, ball is at the 42-yard line in Southeastern territory. Chance Gill back to receive, heels at the 10. Nally's got a leg on him. Snap back, punt is away. This is going to give Gill a chance to return it as he'll field it at the 16-yard line and go backwards, slips a tackle, spins out of a second tackle, and then gets absolutely deleted at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, that was terrific coverage that time, and, well, you never want to retreat like that. That was Vernon Grant Jr. who come up and made that play.
Interesting notes about Vernon Grant Jr.
Yeah, again, the son of former Oklahoma State defensive back safety there at OSU. Of course, the standout at Oklahoma State from 2002 to 2004.
was Vernon Grant Sr., and unfortunately lost his father in a car accident when he was about 8 months old.
Yeah, summer of 2005.
And then mother remarried another defensive back for Oklahoma State University later on down the road. So he's got a lot of defensive back caliber in and around him in his life.
Does. Married Daniel McLemore.
Very good player, Vernon Grant Jr. Brody Johnson on the field will take the snap, hand off to Gill. Bounces it to the outside, has a block across the 20. And here goes Darian Gill to the 30. Downhill to the 40, cuts inside at the 50, tripped up at the 45, down at the 40. Biggest run of the year so far for Darian Gill. And the Rangers are in Savage Storm territory. Brody Johnson was backed by the Whitecap with his hands on his head. I couldn't tell if he was disappointed.
I think there is
a flag that has come out.
Boy, that's tough. Now the official threw his hat up in the air, the line judge on the near side. He was looking at Mark Zamora when he threw his hat.
And Michael Hookfin jawing with an official. I still don't see where the flag is actually at.
I think it's down here on the near sideline, and we're just not able to see it with all the players, but we're going to go down and try and get the call here.
Hold it. Offense, number 3, 10-yard field. First down.
Well, that absolutely is huge. Wipes away a big run.
Number 0, 6-yard penalty. First down. Holding penalty against the Rangers.
Oh, this is going to be bad. It's a holding penalty against the Rangers. That will take that run from Darian Gill down considerably, as instead it will be a 10-yard penalty against the Rangers. And then after the play, an unsportsmanlike penalty whistled against Mark Zamora, and that will back the Rangers up 15 yards.
And again, this is something we've seen the Ranger offense struggle with this season, at least in the first 2 games, is, playing, back behind the chains, and I'm seeing it again here. I mean, it will be first and.
I don't know if they assessed both penalties there. They acted like maybe that was the case since they called both, but nevertheless, the ball's only going to come back to the 28-yard line, and the Rangers still have a first down, just not quite the field position they had a moment ago as Brody Johnson drops back, throws complete over the middle. Pass caught at the 28 to Bailey Davenport. He'll get to the 30 and then up to the 33. Nice little spin move before he puts his head down and goes forward. He will be stopped officially at the 33-yard line. Second down and 5 upcoming for the Rangers.
Davenport listed as a running back. We've been seeing play a lot of receiver. Had a big grab against Southern Nazarene on 3rd down. Rangers able to score on that drive a week ago.
See exactly what the Rangers ran there, but I loved it because Bailey Davenport was wide open going on that crossing route at the middle, right in the middle of the field. That was an easy completion for Brody Johnson. 11:40 to go. Rangers down 20-0. Third quarter underway. Out route complete, and they will finally get one of the best wide receivers for the Rangers involved, and he's going to be spun to the turf. Ball pops out of Travis Romar's hands. It's loose, and then was quickly recovered by the Rangers. Davenport, Johnny on the spot. A bit of a comedy of errors there to end that one, as Travis Romar looked like on that spin had the ball stripped away from him. It popped up into the air very dangerously, and Bailey Davenport able to secure it. Nevertheless.
Yeah, that was a heads-up play from Davenport, and that was Michael Hookfin that came in and ripped that one away from Travis Romar.
Michael Hookfin is a good player, already with a touchdown on the day on that pick 6. Nevertheless, the Rangers have it. 1st and 10 from the 42. Handoff to Darian Gill. Tries to bounce it outside. Not going to get anywhere that time, as the defensive line for Southeastern able to wrap him up and bring him to the ground.
Yeah, that was Big Dylan Seabach, a transfer again from Northeastern State. I think he's made a couple of plays behind the line of scrimmage and another one there.
3-down lineman. He kind of plays on the defensive end, really a tackle-sized guy, but he is a force to be reckoned with nonetheless. Mark Zamora will be in tight as a tight end on the near sideline. Bailey Davenport split just outside of him. 2 wide receivers at the top of the formation. Darian Gill, the running back. Brody Johnson out of the shotgun. 2nd down and 13 coming up for the Rangers. Johnson drops back, pressure coming, flips it forward. Darian Gill has it at the 40, hurdles a man, and gets to the 43-yard line before he is spun down. What a play by Darian Gill as he goes straight vertical.
He did, and he leaped right over Michael Hookfin. That's a heck of a play and an athletic play there from Darian Gill.
Michael Hookfin again jawing with the Rangers offense. Referees have to separate them.
Well, that was Will Wallace, the backup linebacker, who come up and cleaned up that play. And now another
a
flag.
flag is going to be thrown, and somebody said the wrong word.
Well, I'm afraid this may be on Northwestern again, Matt.
Mark Zamora is standing right in the area where the flag was thrown. A lot of jawing going on both sides, though, and only one side seems to be getting the calls.
Unsportsmanlike. Defense, number 10.
There we go.
Well, we get one to go our way, right?
Finally, bound to happen. Penalty was whistled against Southeastern. Deturia Johnson, the linebacker, guilty of taking the congratulatory conversation a little too far, and that will earn Johnson a trip to the sideline.
Yeah, he along with Seabach and Josh Horlick will come out. You'll see a change at that defensive front.
Looks like he's going to get a little lecture from Bo Atterbury as he kind of blends in with the Southeastern sideline. First down and 10 for the Rangers in Southeastern territory. This is new ground for Northwestern. Snap back to Johnson, three-man rush coming. Brody escapes to the near side, looking downfield, fires a bullet into the ground, incomplete.
Yeah, nobody there. That was good coverage all around from Southeastern, and Michael Hookfin was the one who was matched up with Bailey Davenport here on the near side.
Really impressed with the pressure that Southeastern can get with that three-man rush.
Yeah, again, that makes it real nice for those everybody, dropping back with those 8 guys back in coverage.
So misfire on first down for the Rangers. 2nd and 10 coming up from the 41 in Southern Savage Storm territory. 9:20 left to go here in the third quarter.
When they're set up, they might bring pressure here.
4 wideouts for the Rangers, 1 man in the backfield. Southeastern showing blitz. Instead, they'll bring 3 again. Johnson escapes, this time going to the far side, has a man. He's got Jameek Johnson, makes a jumping grab, diving. Did he get there? No, they're going to call him down at the 1-yard line. Jameek Johnson, a shoestring tackle, tripped him up, extended for the end zone, didn't quite make it, but the Rangers are on the doorstep.
Boy, that's a big play, and the Rangers needed it. And a heck of an individual play from Jameek Johnson. Stopped, and the defensive back comes by, and he's able to pull that one in, and that's a heck of a play, trying to outstretch that one into the end zone, and he nearly did.
Tight formation for the Rangers. The last time we tried this look, it was a tush-push type of a thing, and unfortunately it ended up with Brody Johnson fumbling the snap. This time they'll go out of the shotgun. 1 man in motion for the Rangers. They will hand it to him. No, Brody Johnson keeps it on a quarterback sneak, and he will dive forward. Johnson into the end zone. Rangers on the scoreboard. Oh, excuse me, that is Spyropoulos who punched that one in for the Rangers.
Yeah, it was an interesting decision to bring Spyropoulos in. We saw him a couple weeks ago here at home. He's the junior out of Santa Clarita, California, transfer from Glendale Community College. Just first carry of the game.
And it's a touchdown. His first touchdown of the season, by the way. And that will be touchdown number 4 this season for the Rangers here in week 4. Tyler Fury on for the point after attempt. 8:28 left to go in quarter number 3. Snap back, ball down, kick is away. And it is good. Tyler Fury punches it through, and the Rangers have some life. 8:28 to go in quarter number 3. Northwestern trails 20-7. You're listening to Ranger Football here on the Ranger Sports Network, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
The Tacoma Farmers Co-op is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug activities since 1916. They have been here to serve you with all your farming and ranching needs with a wide range of goods and services from fuel, hardware, fencing, tires, feed and seed, plus fertilizer. They're here to meet your needs. Choose to trade with a co-op that gives its profits back to you. To learn about the Tacoma Co-op Advantage, stop by one of 5 locations in Moreland, Freedom, Winoka, Jet, and Tacoma, or visit them at tacomacoop.com and get a better service at a better place.
8:28 to go, third quarter. Southeastern on top of Northwestern 20-7. As again, the Rangers able to punch it in for their first touchdown. And again, it was all set up by that big pass play to Jameek Johnson.
Tyler Fury on to kick it away. We need big kickoff coverage here. Everybody start thinking muff. Sky kick, end over end. It's going to be fielded at the 25-yard line by one of the back men. That is Johnson, and he is going to be stopped just across the 30 at the 32 or 33. So decent field position, but Rangers in good coverage there. Short kick, and that's kind of what you expect. I believe that's
Johnson on the return.
Trying to see who maybe made the first contact there.
Tackle made by Reynolds and Lewis. Ball at the 34-yard line first.
Reynolds was the first man in on that one. It was Cade Reynolds, the linebacker, up on the stop for the Rangers.
And we see DJ Brown come back out. He's going to be with Jonathan Cobb in the backfield for this possession.
DJ Brown, a premier level running back in this league, but have not seen him a ton today, or at least not as much as you might have expected. Handoff goes to Brown, looking for the edge on the near side, finds it, and then finds Colby Tillman, and he's going to be wrestled to the ground and stopped. Short gain on the play, maybe a yard or two, call it two. Second down and 8 coming up. Colby Tillman with another big stop.
Yeah, that was Tillman, and then helping out there at the end was Mufta Ageli. When again, it looked like there was a hole for Brown early, but boy, it closed quickly with Colby Tillman. Boy, terrific going side to side, each side of the field so far here today.
Colby Tillman, a big guy to wrestle with, too. 6'1", 236, as again Southeastern will attack the middle of the Rangers defense. It's going to be a stop for a loss as Kingston Leota is in on it, and there's going to be an injured Ranger on the field. Northwestern signaling for the training staff to come out, so we will break away for an injury timeout brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
To prevent medication from getting into the wrong hands, it is crucial to store it out of sight and out of the reach of children and visitors. In addition, it is important to dispose of unwanted, expired, and unused medications in a safe manner. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org, or call 988 Oklahoma's Mental Health Lifeline. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
The great thing about being a farmer is that your business is growing every day. Not without a lot of hard work, though. That's where Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma comes in. We offer competitive rates on loans for ag equipment, ag real estate, or a line of credit. And our decisions are made locally. We take the time to get to know you by name, so you can keep the growing going. You'll find our service and commitment as a sunrise. Talk to one of our ag banking specialists by phone or stop by a branch today. Here to help you grow. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing opportunity lender. Online at farmcreditloans.com.
Snap back to Perez, and the Rangers bring pressure. They will make it home as he goes down in a wave of red jerseys. Colby Williams with the sack for the Rangers. Dustin, is that the first sack today? I think it is.
I think you're right, and that's the first. How about this for your first tackle by Colby Williams? It's a sack of the season.
Facing third and long, now facing fourth and longer as 4th down and 17 from the 27. Will be on board for the Savage Storm. Davidson back to receive the punt. Rangers bring pressure, don't get home. End over end kick, going to take a huge Southeastern bounce and get to the sideline out of bounds. This will be inside the 25-yard line, or right at the 25-yard line. So a good field flipping punt right there. And that'll set the Rangers up 1st and 10, 75 yards away from Pater, turning this into a real ball game. And then a flag on the field. No, excuse me, that's going to be a media timeout signal. We'll take a quick one. Media timeout brought to you by Ignite Physical Therapy. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Since 2004, customers in Alva, Oklahoma have trusted K&S Tire for all their automotive needs. With over 40 years of experience in the business, we offer top quality replacement tires and outstanding vehicle service repairs. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, our skilled technicians have covered you. Drive with confidence and let us keep your vehicle running smoothly. Visit us at knstire.com or come by at 2590 College Boulevard here in Alva, Oklahoma. K&S Tire, where experience meets excellence.
Why be a Ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of culture, success lives here.
Out of the media timeout, Brody Johnson and company ready to take over. 1st and 10, ball at the 25-yard line. 2 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near side. They will send the wide receiver in motion, jet sweep to Travis Romargo to the far sideline, and he will be buried at the 30. Made the edge and then got upfield. Pick up a 5 on 1st down. Not bad.
Well, and you see, Matt, we talked about at halftime one of the things, trying to get the ball into your playmakers' hands. We started to do that here now the last couple of drives. Somebody should probably tell Casey Dunn that at Oklahoma State.
Looking for something big.
I'm just not going to let that one go.
Here. Zamora's going to be lined up in the tight end position. Receiver to the near side is off the line, so Zamora should be eligible. We'll see if they're looking at him. 3 wideouts, snap back, handoff to Foster, and it's going to be a little pitch to the near side, and he'll get forward of the line of scrimmage, but only pick up 2 on 2nd down. 3rd down and 3 upcoming. This is big for the Rangers. They need to sustain a drive here.
Yeah, that was Josh Horlick and defensive tackle Fred Hardy that came in and made that play. But this, again, it's manageable. 3rd down and 3. An opportunity here for the Rangers to convert a 3rd down, and now they're 0 for 6 so far today.
I don't necessarily want to do it right here, but it's worth noting that the one time we've stretched the field, it was a massive success. 3rd down and 3 upcoming at the 32-yard line. 5:28 left to go in the 3rd. Rangers trail 20-7. Touchdown here could change a lot of things. Brody Johnson on a quick little, looked like a bubble screen set up to Foster. He's going to be brought down for an 8-yard loss. And I don't know that that was the intent of that play. I think it was a check down throw to, to Gill.
It was just a swing pass that they had brought the blitz, but the problem is Braden Winters read it like he was in the huddle with us and went right after Darian Gill.
If Brody had had just a second more to let Gill get a little further to the outside, I think there might have been some opportunity, but by the time the ball got to him, you're right, the defender was wrapped up on him. So 4th down and 8 for the Rangers from the 27. Matthew Sabady on to punt it away. We need his best punt of the day right here. Snap back. Sabady gets one off. High spiraling kick. It is going to hit down at the 35-yard line, take a Ranger hop back to the 25, where Southeastern will poorly decide to return it. Get it to the 30, and then flags come in. And Southeastern may be adding some yardage to the end of this one, as there were a lot of red jerseys over there among the sea of white on the far sideline.
Yeah, I thought Williams was just going to let that one, bounce and die, and Rangers were going to touch it, but he decided to pick it up off the hop, and I think he only picked up maybe a yard or 2, but we'll have to see what this penalty is.
To be fair to Williams, it did save him a few yards, but boy, that's dangerous. I don't know if coaches love that.
See if we can't go down to the white cap, get the call.
After the play, personal foul, lay it out of bounds, receiving team number 31, 15 or penalty, 1st down.
You don't often see a late hit out of bounds called on the receiving team, but we will take it nonetheless. Xavion Wright is the man guilty of the penalty, and that will erase all of the work that Williams did to kind of save those few yards. It will now push Southeastern all the way back inside the 15 to the 14-yard line, 1st down and 10. Perez has been sharp in the passing game so far. Look for them to continue to maybe try and air it out. 2-back setup. They will hand it to D.J. Brown. And again, Rangers able to swarm him under as he tries to run off the left-hand side. Colby Tillman, again, first man on the spot to make that stop. Colby Tillman is just racking up tackles today.
Yes, and that was also Colby Williams coming in and assisting with that play. But again, this is where you like to be defensively. They cannot get their talented running back, get him going here. They only picks up about a half a yard. I'd like to see that 2nd and long for Southeastern. And again, still one guy without a catch today. I don't know if he's touched the football. Is Gabe Corona for the Savage Storm.
Colby Tillman with an 11-pack of tackles so far today. Perez out of the gun, 4 wideout. Snap back, wants to throw, sets up, complete to the near sideline. Hammered by the Rangers. What a play. What a play. Hayden Thompson, Johnny on the spot.
Boy, Hayden Thompson, the backup linebacker from Miami, Texas, come out and just lays D.J. Brown out. And again, I don't think he got anything. May have lost a half a yard.
Big 3rd down here for the Rangers. Field position finally starting to tilt Northwestern's direction. Can they keep the momentum up? Defense is going to have to be strong. Northwestern or Southeastern in the spread, 4 wideouts. Snap back pressure coming, quick throw, got over the head of the linebacker, and Southeastern will complete that for a 1st down. Dang. Good play, good play.
The pass is complete.
That was Caden Carter wide open over the middle, and you saw Tillman go up, just not able to get high enough to knock that one away, and there was lots of running room over the middle of the field, and that's an easy pickup for Carter.
Boy, we had great pressure that time, too, as Perez was forced to let that one go. It was not a great pass, kind of ugly, but good enough to get it into the hands of Caden Carter, who had a lot of room around him.
Third down conversion today, and a big one for the Savage Storm.
1st and 10 now, ball at the 29-yard line. Snap back to Perez, throws to the flat near side, complete at the 30, wrapped up and brought down. Trying to see who it was on the stop. Ken Irving gets out there from the outside linebacker position with a good wrap-up tackle, gain of 3, make it 4.
Well, that's impressive to see where Irving is at and how quickly he got to Andre Williams on the near side with that screen pass. And it's not like Perez took his time. He got it out quick, but Irving just knew right where it was going and able to wrap up the receiver, only getting him maybe 2, 3.
Thought they were going to have that at the 33. It'll go back to the 32. 2nd down and 7. 2:03 left to go in quarter number 3. Ranger defense asked to do a little more work here as they will throw a pass incomplete to the flat on the near side. Gabe Corona can't reel it in.
First time we've seen him get targeted, and Perez that time just wide on the throw to the near side. And once again, Matt, you've got him at 3rd and long. We've got to get off the field here.
3rd down and 7 coming up from the 32-yard line in Ranger territory.
3 of 12 so far today.
Last time, Jerry Glanville and company brought some pressure. 5 across the front line for Northwestern as they'll move Colby Tillman up to pass rush. Perez being pressured, throws off his back foot. Nobody home, incomplete. 4th down upcoming, and the Rangers may have forced a punt.
I think you're right, and I don't expect them to fake this with this time, but again, you like to see the pressure from the Rangers, and Perez just had to get rid of that one with, I think he got a couple of receivers in the vicinity there, but that's, again, a great job defensively. You get off the field, you force the punt. Let's see if maybe Chance Gill can make something happen here with this punt return.
It'll bring up 4th down.
4th down and 7 from the 32. 1:50 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Rangers need a little life here. Northwestern will come for it. High end over end kick will drive Gill backwards. He can field it at the 20 and does. Runs backwards, spun around, stays on his feet, and then gets cleaned up again at the 10-yard line. He fielded that at the 19 and took it wrong direction back to the 10. We'll see if that's where they end up actually spotting it.
I think it's going to be closer to the 12, and that was Bryant Watts who came in and, boy, just kind of lowered that helmet and went right at Chance Gill.
About the gap discipline of the Southeastern punt coverage team that Chance Gill can escape the first tackle, and, man, there's 3 more guys just barreling down on him. So Southeastern able to flip the field very effectively in the punt game today. I'm going to call it Matthew Sabady style punts out of Southeastern today.
Rangers taking a long time to get this play in.
Certainly are. 8 seconds on the play clock, down to 6. 1:39 to go, clock frozen. Snap back to Johnson. Pocket holds up for a bit. Now Brody's going to be forced to throw. Complete at the 15, up to the 20, to the 25-yard line. Got that one into the hands of Darian Gill, the check down route out of the backfield, and Gill takes it up for a first down.
That's a nice play, and that's Brody Johnson rolling out to his left, throwing back across his body. Nice job to improvise there and able to find his running back receiver over the middle, and Gill takes it for a first down.
I think that's the thing they like about Brody Johnson is the ability to extend a play and find somebody.
That may be not the way that Jason Medrano drew it up, but that's the way it worked.
We'll take it. Win's a win. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. 1:08 left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Snap back to Johnson. Bubble screen out to Gill. Has a blocker across the 25 to the 30. Still on his feet to the 32-yard line. His second effort from Darian Gill gets him forward for 2 more.
But again, we see Darian Gill struggle a little bit in the running game. Nice to see the Rangers getting him involved in the passing game there. That's back-to-back receptions and another good game for 6.
Jashawn Foster will come on in the running back position. Darian Gill will come off of the field. Took a pretty good hit there and will get some much-needed rest. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Jashawn Foster in the backfield. Game clock down to 25 seconds. Snap back to Johnson. Scanning, pressure coming. Escapes to his left, throws down the sideline, incomplete, stops the clock. Ooh, man, late stop on the clock. 18.8 seconds. Clock operator going to have to get a little quicker on the trigger.
Seems that Southeastern's getting a little bit more pressure on Johnson. Starting to bring a few extra guys to have him again. We've seen him have to scramble out of this pressure a couple of times. That he really likes going to that left side, doesn't he?
He certainly does. 5 defensive backs in the formation. A little bit of it's like a nickel coverage package.
Yeah, they've got the 2 linebackers are Wallace and Braden Winters.
3-3 stack between front line and linebacking core. Snap back to Johnson. 3-man rush, play whistle dead. This is going to be somebody jumped.
I think it's going to be a false start against Northwestern.
So the Rangers are going to back up 5. Gosh darn. 3rd down and manageable goes to 3rd and long.
With penalties today, and that's now 5 for 47. Just the first one here in the second half, though.
The grand scheme of Ranger football, 5 for 47 is not bad.
It's not.
But that one, I mean, no penalties ever perfectly timed.
That's right, and that's what I was about to say. It's just the timing of some of these has just been terrible today for the Rangers. Is for some reason the clock stopped at 1.8. Now they've reset it back.
Ran it back up to 18 seconds. That penalty did not mean that the clock would start.
They could throw a few more seconds on there if they want to.
I wouldn't mind. They took a couple from us on that incomplete pass a minute ago. 20-7, the Rangers down, facing 3rd and 9 to 26 in their own territory. Johnson's out of the gun, takes a snap. Big pressure coming. Brody Johnson pump fakes, now gets away with it. He's going to throw one, and it is caught. No, they're going to say he was out of bounds. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't think he came down in bounds here on the near side. And honestly, this might be worth a review, but I give credit to Romar for a heck of an attempt to go up and try and get that one. Nearly brought it down in bounds.
Made the grab. I mean, he held on to the ball, but you're right. His momentum was taking him to the sideline, and I think the defensive back actually ended up scooting underneath him, maybe prevented him from being able to hit down in bounds. Nevertheless, fate doesn't roll the Rangers' way on that one. It's going to be 4th down and 9, ball to 26. 10.7 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Sabady on to punt it away. Williams on to return it. Sabady with a good kick, spiraling downfield. It's going to hit at the 38-yard line. It'd be fielded. Southeastern going the wrong way. They're going to be wrapped up and stopped at the 26-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 3 or 4 on that punt return.
Nice play from Julian Cervantes. Again, the backup defensive back comes up and forces Williams to go back because that's going to be the final play of 3rd quarter.
So that will bring us to quarter number 4. The Rangers down 20-17. More football when we get back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
818 Diner has consistently provided the city of Alva with quality comfort food and great service since opening in 2019. Join us for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Some of our popular menu items to choose from include the BCB burger, the French dip, and our staples such as Terry's chicken fried steak, Don's hamburger steak, and Joe's chicken tenders. Open Monday and Wednesday through Sunday from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. and open for dinner Wednesday through Friday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if you want a variety of menu items and friendly service to give you that local diner feeling, visit 818 Diner right here in Alva.
Hand off to start things off in the 4th quarter. It goes to Cobb. He'll run off the right-hand side. Pick up, looks like 3 will bring up 2nd down and 7. Southeastern had the ball at the 25. They'll march it up to the 28.
Matt, talk about the Ranger defense. It gave up 191 yards through the first half, just 9 yards given up in the 3rd quarter.
Time of possession right now looks like it's favoring Southeastern, 23-20. And a stop in the backfield. Another tackle for loss for the Rangers today. They've really been effective keeping the Southeastern rush offense at bay. We watched Southeastern a week ago run all over Oklahoma Baptist. Today, just 70 rushing yards, now 68 after that 2-yard tackle for loss. They've done that on 27 rushes for 68 yards. Now, the Rangers have not won the rush battle by any stretch. 20 rushes for the Rangers, just 35 yards to show for their effort. However, Darian Gill ripped off a big one, but penalties brought it back. 3rd down and 9 upcoming. This is a big one. Snap back to Perez, wants to pass. Throws, and that's going to be picked off, taken by one of the defensive linemen. Rumbles to the 5, to the 4, to the 3. Did he get in? It looked like a touchdown. Touchdown, Rangers. Mufta Ageli on the spot for Northwestern, and Mufta will take one to the house. Now a defensive touchdown each direction as Northwestern gets one back from the defensive tackle from Canada.
That is an impressive play there from Mufta Ageli to just reach out while being wrapped up with an offensive lineman and how about the big guy, able to score after that interception.
But tell you what, number one, he stepped through a tackle, put his shoulder down. If I'm Jason Medrano, I think I found a fullback in that play. Put him in short yardage. He is going to get it in the house.
Well, that definitely changes the game now.
Fury on for the point after attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. And the Rangers have life here in the 4th quarter. They now trail 20-14, Dustin. That 1 point sometimes makes a big difference. Southeastern forced to kick 2 field goals. A Ranger touchdown, an extra point would put them in the lead. 13:37 to go. We'll take a quick timeout. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Alva State Bank and Trust Company, older than Oklahoma, big enough to serve you and small enough to know you.
We love to give back to our customers. Did you know Alva State Bank offers a great rewards checking account program? That's right. You can earn cash back or high interest with our Kasasa accounts. We will even refund you up to $25 in ATM fees.
How do I qualify?
It's simple. Just swipe your debit card 12 times, sign up for online statements, and have one ACH credit or debit post to your account.
Can I do it online?
Yes. Just visit our website at www.alvastatebank.com to see if our Kasasa Rewards program is right for you. We make banking easy. Whether you're at home, the office, or in your car, our online or mobile banking options help you juggle busy schedules and financial needs.
We plant roots where others have branches.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Folks, if you're just joining us, strap in. The game is afoot as Northwestern has made this a one-possession competition. 13:37 left to go in the 4th. Rangers trail 20-14. Mufta Ageli just returned an interception to the house. A 20-yard pick and return for the 6'2", 310-pound senior from Canada. What a play.
Well, and then you followed up, kicking it off out of bounds. Southeastern's going to start at their own 35 now.
Kick game usually so sharp for the Rangers. It's fallen off a bit today as Fury boots one into the sideline. And again, trying to do that sky kick, get it to the up bin. And that one just pushed a little bit too far to the far sideline. So it'll come out to the 35-yard line. Savage Storm with good field position. But Rangers with a little momentum. The question is the defense going to get tired? Because they were on the field moments ago when Mufta took it to the house, only got to come off for the extra point and kickoff, and now right back out, asked to do the yeoman's work. Snap back to Perez, wants to pass. Complete far sideline. Isaiah Kellum chases him out of bounds. Victor Taylor on the grab.
Well, again, Perez now with that last interception for a pick six. That's his second thrown so far today. That now gives him 4 on the season to just 1 touchdown pass. We knew coming in, he's been struggling this year. He's only completed just under 45% of his passes on the year.
They rushed the ball so well against Oklahoma Baptist a week ago. We really didn't get a good look at their pass game. It's not bad. But Rangers right now taking advantage of opportunities they are creating as Colby Tillman will tackle DJ Brown on the far sideline.
Yeah, again, that's Tillman again sideline to sideline and makes a big hit. Brown only picks up maybe 2, brings up another 3rd down. And, you look at it, the Rangers have been terrific on 3rd down defense so far. They're 3 of 14 as Southeastern on 3rd downs.
Colby Tillman racking up a stat line. That is 12 total tackles so far, 3 tackles for loss today. Having a great game patrolling as that middle linebacker. 3rd down and short, 3rd and 2 from the 43-yard line. 12:38 left to go in the game. Snap back to Wildcat formation. It's DJ Brown, and he will barrel forward, get the first down. Flag comes flying in. This one thrown by one of the deep backside referees. Field judge on the far side.
Yeah, not sure what this one will be, and you have to wonder if this will be after the play.
Somebody's helmet did come off.
Yeah, it was one of the offensive linemen. That was Wrigley Kennedy, the left tackle out of Kingfisher.
Southeastern pointing that it's going to go against the Rangers. If it is, I bet it's hands to the face.
Both teams again will make substitutions. So we'll see Donovan Shannon, Jonathan Cobb will exit for Southeastern.
Hands to the face. Defense, number 49. 15-yard
Man,
penalty.
you got eyes like Superman over there.
I have a gift. Sharing it with the world today.
The problem is that goes against you now. I mean, that's tough. It's just timely penalties, Matt. It would have brought up 3rd down and 2, and instead, Southeastern's going to be set up 1st and 10 inside Northwestern's 45.
So here we go. Perez takes the snap, fakes the give to Brown, throws down the field. They have a man wide open. Isaiah Kellum bit on the play action, and Victor Taylor will take it to the house. That's an easy touchdown for Southeastern.
Yeah, again, I think it was Isaiah Kellum that he beat right down the sidelines, and that's an easy pitch and catch for Sergio Perez. And we had a penalty against the Rangers. Savage Storm declined it.
Substitution, and the Storm will decline it. Gosh, a touchdown down the far sideline. Great throw and catch, though.
Boy, and how quickly, you get back into the game. There's some life into this. You're only down 6, and then Southeastern hits the big play on you.
But here's the good news, the silver lining, if you will. 12:18 left. There's plenty of game here. Rangers in a position where I think we're going to be forced to stretch the field a bit, and I think it works in our favor. Point after attempt is on the way. It's up. It's good. Southeastern leads 27-14. 12:18 left to go in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
With football season in full swing, Holder Drug wants to remind you we have everything you need for your tailgate on Fridays for Goldbugs and Saturdays for Ranger football. You can also gear up for the games this fall with all new Alva and Northwestern apparel for you or other members of the family. With fall right around the corner, Holder Drug has options for your fall decor for your home. Stop by and see our new selection. As always, free delivery for your medications or prescriptions. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Community Bank has been serving Alva, Oklahoma and the surrounding area since 1984. Community Bank was founded by local community members who wanted to ensure the banking needs of the community were being met. It has been our goal since inception to provide customer-focused services and community development. Our customers are friends, neighbors, and never just a number. We believe in investing in our community, and we pride ourselves in being your hometown bank. Community Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
12:18 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 27-14.
Deep kickoff headed for the near sideline. It's going to be fielded by Jameek Johnson at the 10. Cuts up at the 15. Arm tackle gets a hold of him and wraps him up. He'll go down at the 20-yard line. And that's where the Rangers will take over 1st and 10. And again, a little talking, maybe some bumping, pushing, and shoving. No flags from the officials. It's mainly Southeastern guys doing it, so I understand why they kept them in their pockets.
Man, that was 4 plays, 65-yard drive. But again, capped off a long touchdown pass from Sergio Perez.
Ranger offensive unit huddling dangerously close to the Southeastern defense.
44 yards to be official on that one.
So here we go. Rangers spread the field. 2 wide receivers to the top side, 2 to the bottom side. Darian Gill in the backfield as the running back for this series. Johnson out of the shotgun. 3 down lineman for Southeastern. They'll take the snap. Give is to Gill. Finds a corner. Slips a tackle at the 20 and gets forward to about the 21. If he could have got by one more guy, there was a lot of room. But, boy, Southeastern did a good job in pursuit right there, just coming downfield. And a flag comes out on the play.
Yeah, they cleaned that play up. It was Keith Wright Jr. initially got the hit on Gill. It slowed him down.
Holding, block in the back. No, it's going to go against Southeastern, I think.
Again, we did not necessarily get the call. Officials' mic not working there. We'll see where they move it to. It looks like they've spotted right now at the 22. I think we may try one more time. Well, maybe not. Never mind.
Give it up. We will see how far they march it forward and try and determine what the call was. May have been a defensive holding penalty. Looks like they're going to march it forward 10. And now 15, so we'll say it was unsportsmanlike, maybe face mask, who knows. Mystery penalty, we'll take it. Came up big time on the wheel of fortune there for the Rangers, and it will give them an automatic first down. Ball is going to be spotted down at the 37-yard line. Unsportsmanlike on Michael Hookfin.
Yeah, it was his first of the day. And several of those unsportsmanlike today on both teams.
So Michael Hookfin credited for the Ranger first down. First and 10, 11:56, 55 clock running. Rangers down 2 scores. Now the Rangers will jump and back themselves up behind the chains.
See, and that's what you can't have happen. You just get gifted this penalty that puts you in, good field position. All of a sudden, you're back behind the chains once more because of a penalty. And you're down by 2 scores. You just can't have these things happen.
No, you've got to play clean football when you have to.
That's penalty number 7 against the Rangers. Southeastern now with 5 for 74. Northwestern 7 for 57.
The other thing that's getting away from the Rangers here is they're burning a lot of clock. I think they're going to need as much of it as they can get. Snap back to Johnson, loads up, throws deep. Has a man. It is Royal Kyle who'd broken coverage, but the ball just a bit too far downfield. Good layout attempt by Royal Kyle, but boy, Brody Johnson put some air underneath that one. And now a flag comes in late.
Well, and I think this might be on Donovan Shannon on the far side. Right at about the 30.
Well, the referee threw that flag straight up in the air and it kind of floated back behind him and actually landed out of bounds.
After the play, sportsmanlike, defense.
We don't know who it was on. I saw Shannon get upset with his helmet or something, so it may not have been on him, but...
Unsportsmanlike, offense, 3, penalty.
So they're going to call it on Royal Kyle, and I'm assuming the guy he was matched up with on the far sideline.
Unbelievable. And Royal Kyle
Well, no, my apologies. We're going backwards, so not on them, on us.
No, they reversed it and said it was against the Rangers. Royal Kyle was 20 yards away from the official that threw that flag. I'm a sensitive guy, too, but come on, there's a limit.
Well, that's the only thing I can think of is he popped off and said something official because, and I don't know, maybe Kyle thought he was held or it was pass interference for whatever reason, and he said something, the official just threw it right then, I guess.
Wow. Terrible news. Rangers now second a bus ride. Brody Johnson's going to be asked to do a lot of work right here. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Snap back. Johnson's going to need the line to help him out. He escapes pressure, rolling upfield, tries to cut inside of a linebacker. He was hit. I think the ball came out. There's a scrum for it, if you will.
Well, Will Wallace laid the lumber to Brody Johnson that time. He's the one who knocked the ball out. We'll see who come up with it.
Southeastern is very happy at the moment. They are indicating that they have the ball.
Still have yet to see a signal.
Officials still unpiling the humanity. And Brody Johnson, I think, had it in his hand. So
I think he recovered it. That's impressive.
Got his own fumble. Took a hard shot, though, and that's still going to bring up 3rd down and forever.
Yeah.
3rd down and 30.
Northwestern has to reach the 47 for a first down. I don't know how many of these you got in your playbook, but...
Hook and lateral. Here we go. Big spread for the Northwestern wide receivers. Trips to one side, 1 man to the far side. Going to sit Jameek Johnson across the formation. Now they'll balance 2 and 2. Snap back to Johnson. He will throw. It is a bubble screen out to Darian Gill. Makes the first man miss and then gets clobbered by the second. And so needed 30. They got, I don't know, 1.5 yards.
Yeah, just that swing pass to Gill, and it's like Southeastern just read it perfectly. And I think the Rangers got a yard from the 18 to the 19. That's Josh Horlick on the stop.
Medrano trying to maybe see if he could catch him in something that they weren't expecting with 30 yards. They looked like they were ready to play deep as we would try to stretch the field. Instead, we go the other way, and it did not work. Sabady on to punt it away. Steps into it. Punt headed to the far side of the field. It's going to hit at the 48 and then take a Ranger or take a Southeastern bounce.
Well,
Northwestern says it hit a Southeastern player. It's still not referees. A muffed punt. The Rangers come up with it. Southeastern now all kinds of commotion going on. everybody's guilty because there's at least 4 guys there for a moment that looked like they were putting hands on each other, and then one Southeastern player has his hands in the air saying, I am not getting a penalty here. And the Rangers, one of the biggest offensive plays of the day, a muff punt.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure out who was near that ball. I mean, a lot of times you're taught to just completely get away from it, and I don't know if that was Vernon Grant Jr. or you look at Xavion Wright, but both those two guys were kind of around it.
The popular call now seems to be Peter, meaning get away from the ball. You'll hear coaches screaming it from the sideline. Southeastern failed to do it. The Rangers have new life. 9:46, can they make the momentum work for him? Snap back to Johnson, pitch to Darian Gill. A lot of white jerseys in front of him, and he'll pop it to the outside. Gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe got a yard, and Ty Williams will wrap him up and take him down. The Rangers, Dustin, I hate to say it, but at this point, you about have to abandon the run game. It's time to start moving the ball.
No, I'm 100% with you. Like, that play is not going to go anywhere, as Ty Williams read it perfectly, but I'm with you. I think you got to start airing this one out. We're under 10 minutes. You're down 2 scores.
It went nowhere. Gill unable to get out of bounds, and you're running a lot of clock here. 9:15 left to go. There's plenty of time, but you can't waste it. Rangers are going to have to go with one call, get it in, and run some plays. 9:07, clock still ticking. Johnson out of the gun, takes the snap. Little play action fake. Brody sets up, throws complete to Mark Zamora. A little bubble screen look again, and he will get across the 50 to the 45-yard line. Clock will continue to run. If there was ever a time to hit the hurry-up offensive button, this is it, as they will bring Darian Gill out, put Jashawn Foster in the game.
6 for the Rangers.
Yeah, I think at this point you've got to have that next play ready to go because, again, there's too much time being taken off the clock right now.
This is not where you want a long, sustained drive to bring you within one score.
Both teams do have all 3 timeouts left.
Royal Kyle draws the matchup with Hookfin on the near sideline. Looks like he's in 1-on-1 ISO. 2 wide receivers to the top side, Jashawn Foster the back. Brody Johnson calling out a lot, needs to snap the ball. Takes it, drops back, big pressure coming. Rangers set up a screen. They find Jashawn Foster at the 40, cuts inside 35, 30, rolled up inside the 30-yard line at the 28, and that will move the chains, but it won't stop the clock. Rangers have to get the tempo moving.
Boy, that's a good call right there, as Southeastern brought the blitz that time, and Brody Johnson hung in there and just right over the top of the defense to Jashawn Foster, who did the rest, picking up, I believe, 16 on that play.
Impressive thing is Southeastern didn't pick up on the idea that it's a screen. Normally when they let you go by, that means something's going on, but they were in hot pursuit. 7:43, Rangers 1st and 10 at the 28 in Southeastern territory. Snap back, handoff up the middle. Jashawn Foster plants and then goes under. Only a 2-yard gain, and again, Northwestern intent on trying to move the ball on the ground.
Yeah, as Jalen Hughes come up from that linebacker spot who made the play, and you pick up 2, and this is going to roll another 20, 30 seconds off the clock.
Rangers have to score on this drive. They've got all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout. 7:13, clock still running. 3 wide receivers. Snap back to Johnson. Good pocket holding. Brody scanning, throwing, has a man. It is caught in the end zone. Touchdown Rangers. That's Travis Romar.
What a throw from Brody Johnson as Travis Romar had the safety. Ty Williams beat, and Brody Johnson put it right on the money. And give credit, the offensive line gave him plenty of time to survey the field, and he put it right on the money to Travis Romar.
The Rangers had scored 23 points coming into this ball game. Now 20 on the board today. That is a massive production increase. I was going to do the math, but I'm not going to.
Good things happen sometimes. You throw the ball down the field.
And they happen when Jake Kellen gets on the radio and tells me he's listening. So here we go. Point after attempt is up and good. Kellen, the good luck charm on this one. And the Rangers now trail 27-20. It's a game, folks, here at Ranger Field in front of a Family Day crowd. 7:03 left to go. You're listening to Ranger Football. We'll take a break and be back. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Get no better deal in the country than at Croft Country, located in Alva, Oklahoma. Croft Country is the dealer for vehicles in Northwest Oklahoma. Croft Country is locally owned and operated since 1985, offering a full line of award-winning brands including Chevy and GMC. From the time you enter our showroom for sales or service, you can expect to be treated like family. So the next time you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, come see us right here in Alva, located at 401 East Oklahoma Boulevard.
Northwestern football is back in full swing, and just like the Rangers, Bank Central is here to help you score a touchdown. We offer multiple services to help you score on your own financial goals. Head to the end zone with Bank Central. Stop by 604 Flynn Street or call 580-327-1122. Our qualified professionals are available in Alva, Cherokee, Enid, and Woodward. Certain fees and restrictions may apply or other terms and conditions may apply. Member FDIC, and as always, Ride Rangers Ride.
Short kick again for the Rangers. It's going to be fielded at about the 30 and then brought up across the 40-yard line. Let's get all the Ranger players back to our sideline and avoid flags, especially the unnecessary variety for the rest of the game.
Give a big shout out to obviously everybody out there listening on the tiers, Mark Zadarozny and Alan Zadarozny. Good crowd though, here in the stands as well on the tiers for Family Day. Well, now the chore to the Ranger defense. See if they can answer.
Need a little momentum. We're going to start talking about that Ranger shout-out train. Who's still with us here in the fourth quarter? 6:59 to go as they will hand off to Nagu. Only a couple of runs for him today as he will take it left side. And Southeastern, you know that Coach Atterbury has got to be thinking if the run game can work, we're going to grind this clock. Now, the Rangers still have all 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout, so they're not in any danger of running out of room as far as time goes, but how much can Southeastern take off the board is going to be big right here. You got to be impressed with the game management of Coach Atterbury. You don't see game management as a thing that a lot of coaches do well right now, but Coach Atterbury really, really good at it. They will run that play clock down. Take the snap to Perez, nearly intercepted. I think that's Isaiah Kellum who nearly picked up another one. No, it's not Kellum out there on that far sideline in that play. That is actually Cameron Lee.
Yeah, that was Gabe Corona who actually came up with his first catch, and you're right, that was nearly an interception. But what you hate to see is he stayed in bounds, Matt.
Kelly Parker out there listening to Ranger football. 3rd and 5, big moment. Mr. Mayor, we're honored to have you along with us.
That crowd rising to its feet here as the team on the near side trying to get them into this one. This would be a huge 3rd down stop if you can get it.
It is time to turn Ranger Field into Percival Fieldhouse as far as the noise goes. Big 3rd down, low snap, handled by Perez. Pressure coming, throws one deep. Nobody home, incomplete pass. And now the Savage Storm are going to be faced with a make-or-break 4th down. They're going to send the punt unit out. Coach Atterbury has faith in his defense.
Yeah, again, and he was looking for Kobe Jennings, but that was Bashu Delco, the safety, who was right there step for step with him. And again, Perez just overshot him.
Big shout out to the Seeger family along with us on this Ranger Football Family Day as well. Waylon and Micah, good to hear from you. 4th down and 5, upcoming ball at the 46-yard line. Please don't fake it. Chance Gill back deep to return, and they will punt it away. High wobbling punt, headed inside the 20, bounces at the 15, bounces at the 10, rolls to the 5. My goodness, Southeastern can punt. And you gotta love what Nyack did right there, Dustin. You see the little golf swing, like he just dropped that one onto the green.
Yeah, Jackson now he's put a couple, maybe 3 now inside of the 20. He's been terrific today. So here you go, 95 yards, and you got 5:21, all 3 timeouts for the Rangers.
Rangers have stayed on the field, and there's something being discussed at about the 40-yard line. I did not see a flag.
Let's see if we get the call.
Going to call holding against Northwestern.
Boy, if that's the case, we're going to go a little bit further back.
Unless that moves the ball forward 5 yards, it would still be short of the 1st down. Okay, it was after the punt had cleared, so it'll be half the distance to the goal line. So from the 5 back to the 2.5-yard line.
So 97.5 yards in front of us.
Well, I am thinking Jameek Johnson if I'm Northwestern. Young man recorded a 4.2 840-yard dash, one of the early days that he arrived on campus. He's been open in the backfield, or in the back behind the receivers a couple of times. Where's jersey number 84? It's going to go ahead and make him a substitute spotlight player for the moment. Jameek Johnson's going to be lined up wide to the near side of the field.
He's matched up one-on-one with Hookfin, too.
One of the best Ranger receivers on probably the outstanding best Southeastern defensive back. Trip wide receivers to the near side, empty set backfield. They're going to run Brody Johnson right at the middle. Quarterback design draw, spread them out, take advantage of what's not in the middle.
No, I like that call. That's a terrific call. Again, with everybody spread out like that, nobody really in the middle of the field. And
now
Josh
it becomes
Orlick
somewhat less
play.
of a great call. Sorry to cut you off there, Dustin, but Brody Johnson was slow to get up.
Well, that's the one thing I talked about at the coaches show. We saw it a week ago is, again, every one of those 15 runs that we saw, he took a lot of those hits and didn't slide, and he didn't slide there again.
Caleb Deal getting a few warm-up tosses in the bullpen, if you will. And Brody Johnson's going to go ahead and go down on the field, and I'm glad that he did. He tried to come off on his own power, but now with Brody on the field and down, it will give the Rangers a little bit of time to get Caleb Deal warmed up. Injury staff is out there. They're going to help Brody back to his feet. Hopefully just maybe got the wind knocked out of him, and he'll be back momentarily. That's what we've all got on our minds. Fingers crossed as Brody comes out still kind of holding his abdomen.
Yeah, so we'll see the sophomore from Frisco, Texas. Deal came into the game 5 of 10, 35 yards. 8 carries for 22 yards so far this season.
Caleb Deal's a run threat, by the way. Give him enough green space, and he'll take it to the house.
Caleb Deal.
Caleb, the real deal, back at quarterback. 5:01 left to go in this game. Rangers have a lot of turf in front of them. Man in motion. They will try the jet sweep. That goes nowhere. We have got to throw the ball.
Jalen Hughes come up and absolutely pulverized the Royal Kyle, who took the handoff. He got absolutely smoked by Hughes.
It's going to be a tackle for loss, I believe, because Brody Johnson had us closer to a first down. Now 3rd down and 4 from the 8. Clock is still running.
Royal Kyle ended up coming off the field after that hit, too.
Caleb Deal is going to stay out as quarterback. Trying to get the play in. 10 seconds left on the play clock. We can't go this deep into these 30-second, 40-second clocks. Deal out of the gun. 3 seconds on the play clock, takes the snap, drops back, now wants to run. Caught by a hand, and then Caleb Deal wisely throws it away, live to play the next play, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and I think you're to the point you have no choice. I think you have to punt the football here, and hopefully your defense can go 3 and out or come up with a turnover. But again, that was Jackson Nally, the punter, who pinned the Rangers deep. Made it difficult and hit that forced Brody Johnson out of the game, but you need a good one here from Matthew Sabady.
Boy, he has got to hit a big one. They muffed one of these earlier. See if magic can happen again. Snap back to Sabady, booting it out of his own end zone. High, spiraling kick. That one is headed for the sky, and it will be fielded at the 45-yard line by Southeastern. Their offense back on the field one more time. We need a big one right here, folks. 4:03 left to go in the game. Rangers down 21-27, at least giving Southeastern a scare here at Family Day.
Again, the Savage Storm, 57 plays for 262 offensively so far. Rangers with 50 for 191. Again, a lot of that coming here in the second half, but again, Northwestern holding to Southeastern, I think, just under 80 yards so far here in the second half on offense.
Saf Mufta Ageli lace up his Nikes and go rumbling down the field one more time. 4:03 left to go in the game. Savage Storm offense out on the field. Man in motion from right to left. Perez calls for the ball, hands off DJ Brown, little stutter step, and he's going to be stopped just across the line of scrimmage. It was Aiden Lewis of the Northwestern linebacking core in on the tackle.
And that's what you had to have as Aiden Lewis comes up and makes a good hit on DJ Brown. And boy, today just tough sled, 9 carries for, call it maybe 6 yards.
Chad Booty still out working the wheat fields. He's listed to Ranger football tonight.
Can't imagine they put the ball in the air, but it looks like Brown's out there in that quarterback spot with the 2 tailbacks now, Matt.
Kind of that 3-man setup, and it is DJ Brown who's taking the snap. He will make the give to Shannon. Go in the wrong direction. The Rangers are all over it, and they roll him back to near the 50-yard line. Tackle for loss again for Northwestern. Colby Tillman in on it, giving him the spoon, just eating it up right now. Timeout Northwestern. We'll take a timeout in the booth. 3:12 left to go. Rangers down 27-21. 3rd and long upcoming for the Savage Storm. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
PNC Meats and Chisholm Trail Meats are proud supporters of Ranger football. We have opened our state-of-the-art processing facility in Enid and are now booking appointments for custom and USDA-inspected processing of your animals. Developed with the local rancher's best interest in mind to make sure the animals you raised are processed with care. Book with us by calling 580-271-MEAT, 580-271-6328, or go to www.chisholmtrailmeat.com. Ride, Rangers, ride.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Matt Adair alongside Dustin Goodnow. Big moment in this game coming up, Dustin.
Yes, it certainly is. It's a big third down for Northwestern. And again, Southeastern today just 4 for 16, but this is one that you pretty much got to have. And Rangers did burn a timeout on that last play. I can't imagine Southeastern puts the ball in the air here.
Third down and long, 3rd and 14. They're going to run the big wide receiver Jennings out to the near sideline. He goes 6'7". Perez back to throw, eyes Jennings the whole way, has him cross the middle of the field, too deep and incomplete, and Southeastern is going to have to punt it away again. Jennings had room.
He did. Perez just couldn't hit him, and again, I'm a little surprised they put it in the air. I thought they would kind of run a little bit more clock, and that's good for the Rangers because now the clock stops and you get to save, again, those 2 timeouts.
2 timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout. Ronnie Jones and company can still stop the clock 3 times. Chance Gill back to receive this punt for the Rangers. Nally on to kick it away. Ball is spotted at the 48. He will kick this from about the 42-yard line on the Savage Storm side of the field. Steps into it. High wobbling punt. Fair catch called for and made by the Rangers at or just inside the 10-yard line, 90 yards away from what could be a game-winning touchdown. The Rangers are down 27-21. Remember, Southeastern has kicked 2 field goals in this game, so a touchdown and an extra point would give Northwestern a 28-27 lead with 3:01 left to go in the 4th quarter.
We'll see if Brody Johnson's okay, and it looks like he is going to come back out.
Brody Johnson is an absolute tank out there. He can take the abuse, and finally had a hit that rattled him for a couple of plays, but right back out.
And Keith Ware getting company, able to get him back onto the field.
I want to thank them for the quick patch up on Brody Johnson. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Foster in the backfield. Handoff. Jashawn Foster attacks the middle of the defense, and he'll get 3 or 4. And Southeastern saying the ball came out, and they have it. I've not seen that as an indication from the officials, and I did not see a fumble, but the umpire is unpiling the bodies.
Now, and the defensive player is saying he ripped it out, but I think Jashawn Foster was already down.
They will say it's still the Rangers' ball. I didn't think it looked like that ball came out before he was slung down. So Southeastern has tried to convince us that they've come up with several fumbles today, and they haven't. Clock is running, and the Rangers are still looking to the sideline. We've got to pick up the tempo. Running out of time, 2:23, 2:21. Still adjusting for the play here as we're going to flip the wide receivers from one side of the field to the other. Brody Johnson begging him to go down to 2, down to 1. We're going to have to burn a timeout. That is just not effective use of that play and that time right there, especially after the near fumble. The Rangers, unfortunately, not on the same page right now. So Ronnie Jones will take a timeout, get his team settled. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Hello, Goldbugs and Rangers. I'm Kai Flater with Great Plains Land Company. I wanted to offer you my professional assistance in helping you sell your largest asset, your land. I have all the tools and resources in place to list, market, and sell your property for the most value possible. You can reach me at 580-430-7005. Go Goldbugs and ride Rangers ride.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Northwestern forced to burn a timeout 12 seconds before the 2-minute timeout, but they ran 25 seconds off of the game clock trying to get a second down play called in. And they, to be honest, Dustin, they got a little extra time. Southeastern did, able to burn a little extra time as the referees were unpiling that last play, trying to figure out who actually had possession. So Northwestern hopefully has got their 2-minute offense dialed in now. I guess it would be just a little early for the 2-minute offense, 12 seconds early, but
kind of feels like we've needed to be in that for the entire 4th quarter, though.
Yeah, got a lot of field we've got to eat up and not a whole lot of time to do it. 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Foster in the backfield. Blitz coming. Snap back to Johnson. Brody goes right and left, and then he is going to be sacked. And that is not what you can afford to have right there. And now that he's down, you've got to get going. Get everybody back. Let's go get the next play dialed up.
And we'll have the 2-minute timeout, and that was Braden Winters who come up with the sack.
So we'll break away momentarily as the 2-minute timeout is upon us. Rangers trail 27-21 in the fourth quarter. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
The great thing about being a farmer is that your business is growing every day. Not without a lot of hard work, though. That's where Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma comes in. We offer competitive rates on loans for ag equipment, ag real estate, or a line of credit. And our decisions are made locally. We take the time to get to know you by name, so you can keep the growing going. You'll find our service and commitment as dependable as a sunrise. Talk to one of our ag banking specialists by phone or stop by a branch today. Here to help you grow. Farm Credit of Western Oklahoma, an equal housing opportunity lender. Online at farmcreditloans.com.
Welcome back to Ranger Football. Exactly 2 minutes left to go in the game. The Rangers down 27-21. It's an exciting atmosphere here in front of a Family Day crowd at Ranger Field. Tiers still full of Ranger supporters. Southeastern sent a handful of folks down in blue and white. Brody Johnson brings the offense back out onto the field. Dustin, the draw play kind of set up the downfall of what this series has been so far as the Rangers now face 3rd and 12.
It did.
Brody Johnson took a sack after a small positive gain on first down. Not much doing on second down, and then a sack on third down. Snap back to Johnson. Stepping up, trying to escape pressure. Brody Johnson's got to find a place to put the football. Finds Mark Zamora, far sideline. Did he get it? They're going to say no again.
Oh, I thought he came down with that.
The third time today, I thought the Rangers made a great catch in bounds, and it's going to be waved off.
I think it may have just gotten popped out of his hands, but boy, give credit to Johnson. I mean, he put it up there again where Zamora could go get it, and that's a tough one to hang on to.
Well, Brody Johnson did a good job of escaping some pressure as the pocket started to collapse. He kind of had to go in a full circle there to find a throwing lane, and now it's going to be 4th down, and I think maybe you got to go for it.
Yeah, no choice here. You've got to go for it. This is pretty much the ball game right here.
Still one timeout for the Rangers, 1:50 left to go. They're going to go 5 wide set. Johnson all alone in the backfield. 3-man rush coming. Johnson lets one go, has a man down the sideline. Travis Romar caught it at the 40, and that's going to be good enough for a Ranger first down. The clock will stop while the chains reset, but Northwestern has to get going. Stay 5 wide, guys. It's working.
What a throw from Johnson. What a catch from Romar. Had to stay in bounds over there on the far sideline.
Bingo to Travis Romar, 137, 136. Snap back to Johnson. Brody rolling right now under pressure. He's going to take a sack. You can't do that there, Brody. Get rid of it.
You've got it, and that's the thing. You've got to throw that football away if you think you're going to end up getting sacked.
Yeah, because Brody Johnson's going to back the Rangers up about 4 yards right there. Just pitch that one into the bleachers, man. Timeout taken by the Rangers. We'll take one in the booth. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.
1:27 to play as we welcome you back to Ranger Field. 27-21, Southeastern on top. Rangers now out of timeouts, Matt.
The old ball coach, J.B. Kimberlin, tuned in for this one as well. Final 1:27 on the clock. 2nd down and 15 after Johnson was sacked on first down. They're going to go empty backfield, 5 wide set. Jameek Johnson is the wide receiver to the near side of the field, matched up on Hookfin. Jameek Johnson, a real speedster. 3 down linemen. They will rush only 3. Johnson steps back, now throws complete across the middle of the field. Got that one into the hands of Davidson, and he is going to scamper out of bounds just shy of the 50 at the 48-yard line. It is 1 yard shy of a first down.
When you like that call, again, just a simple crossing route, and Davidson had a ton of running room. around here on the left side, and the important thing is, Matt, he got out of bounds.
Well, what makes that so brilliant is that Southeastern is in big prevent, so they're all just retreating back at the point of the snap. Middle of the field on that crossing route was wide open. 1:21 to go. Rangers near midfield. 3rd down and a yard upcoming. Snap back to Johnson. Brody wants to survey. Just take it. Dumps one over the top. Incomplete. Had Jameek Johnson, threw it just a little too far, and now 4th and 1 upcoming.
Boy, and he wanted Jameek to go and to continue down the sidelines, and Jameek stayed put, and he threw it anyway and still nearly got it to him. But if Jameek takes a couple of yards forward step, that's a catch, and he's still running.
Well, Jameek had a pocket where he was open in that zone right there. And now the Rangers will change out a few players in the wide receiving game. Travis Romar looks to be lined up to the near side. 2 wide receivers right, 2 left, and they'll run Jameek Johnson back on. They'll go trips to the near side. Empty set backfield, 1:14 left to go, 4th and a yard. Rangers have to get one. Brody Johnson, head of steam, going forward. He got to the 48. He's actually stretched out to the 50. We'll see where they spot this. Surely they're going to count this as a first down.
This is going to be extremely close, and I think he did get it, though.
It is marked ahead of the 48-yard line. Referees indicate that it's going to be a first down. There we go. The clock will continue to run as soon as the chains are placed. 1:11 to go in the game. Johnson, 5 wide set, clock running. 1:08, 1:07. 21 on the play clock, but that doesn't matter. Have to get it snapped off. 1:02 down to 1:01. And now Northwestern jumps. Brody's got to snap the ball right there. Everybody's anticipating that that's going to go, and now we're going to back up 5.
Yeah, 13 seconds came off the clock there, Matt. It's inexcusable.
River Walker, the quarterback's coach, has got to talk to his guy, get him settled down, and just tell him, Brody, let's get in place and get it rolling. Big huddle here. Rangers are going to try and make the case that they were drawn off by Southeastern jumping into the neutral zone on the hard count from Brody Johnson. I don't know that they're going to get that sold. And they're going to not prevail in the argument. It will be a 5-yard penalty, still 1st and 15. I mean, that is not timely, but it doesn't kill you other than the time you wasted not snapping the ball. Now down to 58 seconds. Rangers coming up on their last few opportunities. 1st and 15. Ball is at the 45-yard line in Ranger territory. Umpire is,
I don't know if they're
holding up play.
I think they're going to put a little bit, I think they're going to change the time here. It was at 58-7, but I think they're going to change it. We're not sure what.
Well, they just put it to 48 minutes. I'm not sure that's what they intended. Referee may be imposing a 10-second runoff from 58 down to 48 because of the offensive penalty, which would stop the clock. And if you don't take a timeout, you take the runoff, and now the clock is rolling. So they got the 10-second runoff, and time is winding down. Brody Johnson goes through his cadence, takes the snap, steps up, has room, lets one go, has a man, incomplete, throw the flag, he got tackled.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised the official is not letting the flag go on that one. I thought Hookfin got there early and hit Romar from behind.
He absolutely drug him down right at the point that Romar went into his dive for that ball, and it happened right in front of the official. That is the worst no call I have seen this season, and I saw a terrible one against Ouachita Baptist.
Well, we've got a Northwestern player down. I think that's Chase Davidson at the 28-yard line.
Looks like Davidson cramped up. 34 seconds left to go on the clock as Northwestern training staff out to attend to Davidson. We'll keep it here, Dustin. That was a big moment right there, and it looked to me like Hookfin went fully into the tackle prior to the ball getting there. I don't know what the umpire saw right there that caused him not to throw that flag, but that is not the call that should have been made.
Yeah, and you hate to harp on the officials, but
I don't.
You know, that one again, Hookfin, I thought he got there early. Again, the official obviously saw it differently, but I thought that should have been a pass interference, which would have given Northwestern the ball inside Southeastern territory and a first down. But you know what? Give credit to Brody Johnson for scrambling out, keeping that play alive, and at least giving an opportunity for Romar down the field.
2nd down and 15, 34 seconds left. Travis Romar had somehow managed to beat a deep prevent defense and get over the top of Michael Hookfin, who had no choice. He made the right play. You tackle him rather than give up the big play or the touchdown, and instead he got all of the awards on that one. An early drag to the ground and no flag on that play. Rangers are going to adjust. They'll go 5 wide. Clock will not start until the snap of the football. 6 seconds left on the play clock, though, and now they'll reset it. Forced a reset of the play clock, now 23 seconds. It had wound all the way down to 6. 34 seconds left in the game. Rangers facing 2nd and 15 from the 45 on their own side of the field. Snap back to Johnson. Rush coming. Brody steps up, misfired over the middle. He had Darian Gill, who was open. There is a big open space in the middle of this field if we can just get somebody snuck out there. 29.8 seconds now, 3rd and 15 upcoming. And Dustin, at this point, you're not just thinking, can we score, but we have at least got to convert on these next 2 plays.
They certainly do, and that one, again, not a bad thing to incompletion. I think if Gill catches that, there's not a whole lot of running room. Again, it's over the middle of the field. It would have chewed up a lot of the clock, and I don't think he gets the first down.
You want to try and get at least half, if not a little more, of this back if you can't get the whole thing.
Well, if you can, work the sidelines as much as possible.
Got to try and get the ball into somebody's hands or force Southeastern to drag you down from behind again and see if we get the flag at least 1 out of 2. Johnson loads up, throws deep, has a man. That one's going to go outside the boundary. And it looked like Royal Kyle maybe lost it, didn't realize it was thrown. Nevertheless, he couldn't make any move to get back to it.
Yeah, that was thrown far to the right wide of Royal Kyle, who was streaking down the sidelines. And, well, once again, we've already converted 1 4th down on this drive, and Rangers need 15 to convert 1 more. They're so far 2 of 3 tonight on 4th down conversions.
24.1 seconds left on the clock. It's now 4th down and 15. This could be the game. Southeastern's got to know that, Dustin. If you're Coach Atterbury, you're definitely thinking deep prevent, I would think.
And again, the play clock winding down.
Down to 6, down to 5 as Johnson takes the snap, drops back, steps up. Brody with a big throw down the far sideline, jumping incomplete. No flag thrown, and we just dropped it. That was
Romar, I think.
See, I think it was Romar. No, that's Royal Kyle over there. Had the ball hit him and just unfortunately bounces to the turf. And so the Rangers' hopes are dashed with 18.1 seconds. Southeastern will take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. But, man, what a finish.
I'm going to tell you, that's one I think Royal Kyle is no question going to want back as Johnson let it go. He had one-on-one coverage. And, I mean, it hit him in the hands. It just popped out. And, well, that's a tough way to end this ball game.
Thought Royal Kyle got a little contact there. I mean, not probably bad enough for a call of any kind, but definitely with some pushing and shoving, a little bumping going on as he was going down the sideline. But, Dustin, you're right. He cleared himself up really well.
Well, and now you need the old Clint Sterner from the Arkansas Razorbacks where Sergio Perez stumbles and fumbles, but it ain't going to happen.
Victory formation, and Southeastern will kneel it out. Northwestern, no chance to stop it. 12 seconds left, and that is how this one will come to an end. A heartbreaker at Ranger Field as Northwestern will fall 27-21 to Southeastern here on Family Day. But, Dustin, certainly one of the best games the Rangers have put together this season, maybe outside that win at SNU. A lot to talk about as we get into the McDermott Insurance post-game show coming up next. You're listening to Ranger Football, brought to you by Holder Drug in Alva.
Your agency of choice for all types of insurance is McDermott Insurance in Alva. For home, auto, farm, or business insurance, the McDermott Agency will protect what you value most by providing the best coverage and client service possible. To get your custom professional insurance review, call McDermott Insurance at 580-327-3500 or visit them at 526 Flynn Street in Alva. McDermott Insurance. They can't predict the future, but they can insure it.
Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction has been serving clients in Oklahoma and Kansas for nearly 37 years. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, we are your real estate professionals. We will get you the top dollar for your property, whether it be at auction or private sale. Get with Dean Gall Real Estate and Auction if you're wanting to buy a ranch, good farmland, sell or lease minerals, or buy a home. Visit our website at deangallauction.com to browse available listing. Talk to Dean, Steve, or Todd at 580-327-8217 or stop by the office in Alva, where you're always greeted with a smile. Come and see us.
You need assistance taking care of yourself or a loved one. Beatles Nursing Home in Alva is here for you. We offer safe, high-quality, affordable nursing care while meeting all care guidelines for living. Call us at 580-327-1274 to learn more about our admissions process to place your loved one in our care. When it's time to choose a nursing home facility, we'll hope you'll consider Beatles Nursing Home, located at 916 Noble Street in Alva.
Do you have a heart of compassion for people who find themselves in tough situations? Hope Pregnancy Center of Northwest Oklahoma is now open in Alva and is currently hiring an assistant. We'd love to have you join our team. Please call Charity Lyon at 580-327-9091 for more information, or visit obhc.org/employment for a job description and employment application.
PNC Meats and Chisholm Trail Meats are proud supporters of Ranger football. We have opened our state-of-the-art processing facility in Enid and are now booking appointments for custom and USDA-inspected processing at your end. Developed with the local ranchers' best interest in mind to make sure the animals you raised are processed with care. Book with us by calling 580-271-MEAT, 580-271-6328, or go to www.chisholmtrailmeat.com. Ride, Rangers, ride.
Welcome back to Ranger Field. Here again in the McDermott Insurance post-game show. Rangers fall tonight 27-21. Of course, here in our McDermott Insurance post-game show, we got lots to talk about as we'll hand out some hardware as well. Again, we're going to take another break. We'll come back. We'll have our Northwest Electric and K&K Body Works offensive and defensive player of the game. We'll run through our final statistics brought to you by the Alva Moose Lodge. Next, this is Northwestern Football brought to you by Holder Drug on the Ranger Sports Network.
At Ignite Physical Therapy, we assist in the therapy of many different aspects, such as advanced problem solving, joint mobilization, treatment of adverse neural tension, evaluation and treatment of muscle imbalance, tissue-specific exercise, and patient education. Dr. Jared Hayda and staff want to get you back to the life that you had before your injury. They have helped so many through rehabilitation, and they can do the same for you. Stop by and see the staff at Ignite Physical Therapy on 520 Flynn Street, or make an appointment by calling 580-327-3331.
This year, Northwest Electric of Alva celebrates 50 years of being in business. So if you need electrical work done at your home, farm, or business, Northwest Electric is your local and friendly contractor for all your electrical needs. Daryl, Scott, and the crew are fully qualified electricians with over 70 years of combined electrical experience. From new lighting options and troubleshooting to new construction and remodeling of your home or business, Northwest Electric is here to serve you beyond the call of duty. Northwest Electric is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug Athletics. Northwest Electric, where we don't want all the business, just yours.
The Alva Moose Lodge is a proud supporter of all Northwestern and Alva public school activities and strives to be the heart of the community through fundraisers and community-based events that make a difference in the lives of individuals, kids, and families throughout Northwest Oklahoma. On a national basis, the Moose Fraternity provides at-risk children with a second chance at life and its senior members a comforting retirement at its 5-star senior facility in Florida. If you would like to see how you can help make a difference in the lives of those in need, stop by the Alva Moose Lodge Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. at 302 7th Street to learn more.
The Tacoma Farmers Co-op is a proud supporter of Ranger and Goldbug activities since 1916. They have been here to serve you with all your farming and ranching needs with a wide range of goods and services from fuel, hardware, fencing, tires, feed and seed, plus fertilizer. They're here to meet your needs. Choose to trade with a co-op that gives its profits back to you. To learn about the Tacoma Co-op Advantage, stop by one of 5 locations in Moreland, Freedom, Winoka, Jet, and Tacoma, or visit them at tacomacoop.com and get a better service at a better place.
Welcome back to the McDermott Insurance postgame show. Let's run through some final numbers real quick. 27-21 is the final score. 12-11 in first down. Southeastern with the edge. They ran for 74. Rangers for 36. Passing yards pretty even. 187 to 189 for Northwestern. Total offense 61 for 261 for the Savage Storm. 62 for 225 for the Rangers. Punt return yards 4 for 60 for Southeastern. 3 for -2 for the Rangers. As far as punt totals, Southeastern 6 for 42 yards, Rangers 9 for 39.8. Again, fumbles lost. Southeastern lost 1 fumble today. Penalty yardage 5 for 74, Savage Storm 9 for 82 for the Rangers. Time of possession, Rangers won it 30 minutes, 16 seconds to 29 minutes for 44 seconds. Third down conversions, well, neither team was very good. In fact, they combined for 5 of 31 here tonight. Savage Storm 4 of 17, Rangers 1 of 14. Fourth down conversions, 2 for 2, Southeastern 2 for 4 for the Rangers. Red zone opportunities, 3 of 4 for Southeastern, 1 of 1 for Northwestern. Individual numbers for the Rangers, Darian Gill, 12 carries, 22 yards. Foster 5 for 14, Romar 1 for 3. Brody Johnson goes 18 of 32, 189, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He was sacked 4 times. Leading receiver today was Romar, 3 catches, 62 yards. 26 yards receiving for Zamora, 22 for Gill, and 19 for Davidson. Sabady punted 7 times, an average of 43.7, a long of 82. And total tackles, Kobe Tillman with 13 today, 3 for a loss. Delco had 11, 2 for a loss. Wilson Cow with 7, and Aiden Lewis with 4. So, again, that's our final statistics brought to you by the Alva Moose Lodge.
What a game. The Rangers drop a heartbreaker, 27-21 here at Ranger Field. But, Dustin, for the longest time, you didn't know if Northwestern was really going to get engaged in this one. I think the turning point that brought the spark back was that Mufta Ageli interception return for a touchdown. The pick six from the big defensive lineman swung things back Northwestern's direction. And then just offensively, we needed one more push, one more play down the stretch to get it going. But time management, a little bit of an issue, a little shaky there as we were forced to kind of burn a timeout at an inopportune moment. Took a sack when you really don't want to take a sack. Just a couple of things that didn't go our way. But, boy, what a tremendous effort from the Rangers.
Yeah, and you have to give them a lot of credit for coming out here in the second half. When you get down 20-0, and this is something that Coach Jones talked about Wednesday, is in the past the game gets out of hand, you end up losing 42-0 or 42-7. Not the case here today, and we've seen it again so far through this season, and Coach Jones and this defense, they've been able to stay in games. They come back in this one, nearly come back and pull off the come-from-behind victory. But very impressive to be down 20-0 at halftime and come all the way back and only end up losing this one by 6. And now we've got another situation happening in front of the field house now.
Looks like some encouraging high fives being given among the two different teams. Lots of folks down there trying to build a little wall, making sure that guys in the white jerseys go to the far side, guys in the red jerseys come over to the near side, and a lot of heat between these two teams. You know what this is? It's spillover from that volleyball game where we gave it to them.
You know what? Yes, it is. That might be a little bit of it. Rangers did take it to the Savage Storm, coming back, scoring 10 straight points, I might add, to win that one on Thursday.
Want to give a big shout out to John Vingesser and that Lady Rangers volleyball team. Wow, what a performance in Percival Fieldhouse. I can't wait to see them back in action Tuesday against the Bulldogs.
Oh, yeah, looking forward to that one next week. And, of course, the Rangers got the yellow card on Thursday, but, boy, it did not matter.
No, that crowd was electric. I don't think anybody could have calmed them down at that point, and I don't know anybody was trying. The other thing, if you do, and this is a thing that you're never going to see a coach do, I know that Ronnie wouldn't look at this in the comparison type game, but radio guys, we kind of take a look at these things to kind of measure up where you're at this season. Well, just a week ago, Southeastern got a win over Oklahoma Baptist. That was a 29-10 win. When you compare what OBU did against Southeastern to what Northwestern did, we forced them to throw the ball more than I think they're comfortable with, did a better job holding them in the run game. But just the interesting thing is the score comparison. OBU gave up 29 points. The Rangers just gave up 27. Oklahoma Baptist only put up 10. The Rangers put up 21. So you start to look down the road. Remember, OBU is coming up for the Rangers. That game will be played out here in just a few weeks. And so you start to kind of look at games that you think are going to be good, games that are going to be close, maybe those type of games that you could sneak in a few more wins this season. Remember, we're running on back-to-back years of just one-win seasons for the Rangers. So hopefully Ronnie Jones and company, with this kind of play, maybe a little inspiration from this tough loss going forward, can find a way to pick up a few more in the conference. And I think Baptist looks like a good candidate. East Central looks like a good candidate. Southwestern looks like a good candidate. I think there are some beatable games on this schedule, but I'm really impressed at the strides that Northwestern has made so far just 4 weeks into this season.
No, it's a complete 180 from a year ago and really from the last couple of years. You look at it, and, next week, Matt, homecoming, we expect a big crowd. Again, they'll be behind the Rangers next week as we take on Arkansas Tech, and that's another game. It may be another winnable game, I think, moving forward. We're going to see our former quarterback, Ethan Everson, will make his return to Alva as well.
Certainly will. Like to see Ethan lose just one more game on this Ranger field. Great kid, though. We wish him the best out there at Arkansas Tech, and he's doing a heck of a job. He's come up a lot in their stats as their signal caller this season. Certainly proud of the effort he's putting in down there. So, Dustin, let's turn our attention. I guess it's time to maybe hand out some hardware.
It is our Northwest Electric and K&K Body Works offensive and defensive player of the game. Starting with the offense, we kind of went through this one. Tough to just kind of find one guy because you had Brody Johnson had a good game, did have the touchdown, but he also threw the pick six. We're going to go with Travis Romar tonight. He had the big touchdown that got the Rangers back to within 6. He had 62 yards and, again, a long of 27 with that one touchdown.
62 yards, average 20.7 yards a reception, picked up 3 in this game, along of 27. Like Dustin said, that one touchdown. Congratulations, Offensive Player of the Week, Travis Romar. That one brought to you by Northwest Electric. And now moving into the K&K Body Works Defensive Player of the Game. And, Dustin, there's a lot of good that happened out there on the defensive side of the ball today. Isaiah Kellum has a big interception that kind of gave the Rangers some momentum in the first half of the game. Of course, Mufta Agaley picks up a pick six of his own as he rumbles down the sideline there. A 20-yard interception return for a touchdown from the defensive lineman. That was a huge play. And, of course, Colby Tillman, who picks up at least a 12-pack full of tackles tonight as he had Southeastern kind of hemmed up from sideline to sideline, had at least 3 tackles for loss. Colby Tillman was all over the field. A lot of guys that you can go with, but I think 2 pivotal players, one that made probably the biggest defensive play of the game, and one that I think really solidified the defensive unit against the run. We'll go co-defensive players of the game. Colby Tillman, your middle linebacker, and Mufta Agaley, your defensive tackle, for the contributions they made tonight.
Yeah, I think you have to go with those guys. Again, Agaley gets the big interception. It gets the Rangers back in it. And then Tillman tonight was just all over the football. I mean, 13 tackles, 3 for a loss. He was just terrific tonight.
Well, so there we go. K&K Body Works Defensive Players of the Week. Colby Tillman, Mufta Agaley, the Northwest Electric Offensive Player of the Week goes to Travis Romar. Again, the Rangers fall tonight, 27-21. Dustin, programming notes and any thoughts?
You look at it, a couple of things. We want to go through some scores here tonight. Oklahoma Baptist beats East Central tonight, 20-10. Ouachita, no surprise, destroying Arkansas Monticello, 49-14. A tight one in Weatherford. Southwestern gets their second victory, holding off Southern Nazarene 24-17. Southern Arkansas up 38-7. And Henderson State, I'm going to tell you, this surprises me, being absolutely blank tonight, 52-0. The folks are still 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's been all Harding tonight as they just, well, they look to go back-to-back national championships.
I'm shocked. Wow, that Harding machine is exactly that.
And next week, Tuesday night, home volleyball, Northwestern, Southwestern. Looking forward to that. You and I will have a chance to sit down next week at 818 Diner with Ronnie Jones for our Inside the Lines, our coaches show, and then we're back here next Saturday. Big week is homecoming week. We know the parade will be Saturday morning, usually around 10:30.
Certainly. It's going to be an all-day celebration in Alva. Again, I love it when we get to do Family Day and homecoming back-to-back. There's just so much life on campus over these 2-week periods. It makes for some long weeks as far as getting stuff done, but our students love it, and there is no better time on campus when we've got students and their families embracing themselves in the Ranger culture and just enjoying what goes on here in Alva, Oklahoma. Well, folks, our final score for the final time here in the McDermott Insurance post-game show. The Rangers fall in a heartbreaker, 27-21 to the Savage Storm of Southeastern. For our broadcast crew here tonight, Dustin Goodnow, I am Matt Adair saying good night, Ranger Nation.
K&K Body Works, our goal is to make our auto body services as convenient and stress-free for our customers as possible. From minor repairs to major auto body work, we do every job with the highest level of professionalism. We have the team and the technology to address a variety of auto body needs in today's ever-changing market. So come on by today and get your free estimate at K&K Body Works, located at 301 Flynn Street, right here in Alva.
With football season in full swing, Holder Drug wants to remind you we have everything you need for your tailgate on Fridays for Goldbugs and Saturdays for Ranger football. You can also gear up for the games this fall with all new Alva and Northwestern apparel for you or other members of the family. With fall right around the corner, Holder Drug has options for your fall decor for your home. Stop by and see our new selection. As always, free delivery for your medications or prescriptions. This all happens at Holder Drug, located on the downtown square right here in Alva.
Northwestern football is back in full swing, and just like the Rangers, Bank Central is here to help you score a touchdown. We offer multiple services to help you score on your own financial goals. Head to the end zone with Bank Central. Stop by 604 Flynn Street or call 580-327-1122. Our qualified professionals are available in Alva, Cherokee, Enid, and Woodward. Certain fees and restrictions may apply, or other terms and conditions may apply. Member FDIC, and as always, Ride Rangers Ride.
Naloxone is a medication designed to rapidly reverse opioid overdose. A person who is experiencing an overdose can't administer naloxone to themselves. Anyone can carry naloxone, give it to someone experiencing an overdose, and potentially save a life. That's why everyone should consider having naloxone. For more information, visit okimready.org. That's okimready.org. This program is funded by Northwestern Oklahoma State University, Oklahoma Department of Mental Health and Substance Abuse Prevention Services, and Substance Abuse Mental Health Services Administration.